Tough getting there, or
tough getting there and getting home. It's a fair way. I tell you what, I'm going to go for an upset. I think they can. We're a bit. I think Winch can beat them at Winch.
Fair enough, Dale.
No, I don't think so, Spot. I think where we've been too good for too long for the whole season to let little games like this slip away from them. As I said, they will be expected to win. They'll go out there, and I think they can win. They're good players in their side, and they've got enough with Culliver still going round. Saliba's been kicking goals. He's a bloke. If they can maybe limit him a little bit, they might stop a little bit of an avenue to goal. He gets 3 or 4 regularly on a week's side, so he's doing what he needs to do as a small forward in that side. Yep. They have had a few players return. They do lose a couple of good quality players, but I think they've got enough in hand to beat Winch. I just don't know whether Winch are performing consistently enough to trouble them.
All right, out at All-in-One Oval, Corio take on top of the ladder East Geelong. Corio going to the bottom after last week's results.
Well, that's disappointing because they were going along pretty nicely, I thought, and it was probably setting themselves up for one of their best seasons they probably had for some time. They've been recruiting well, they've actually been performing well, but just over the last 3 or 4 weeks, they just seem to have really fallen away badly. And as I said, we talk about the Joel Bennett influence in that side. It must be enormous because I don't know whether they're playing with the same heart out there or what the story is, but I know that both Darren and Joel would be pretty disappointed with the results that they've had and just their overall performances because to me, I think they're a lot better side than what they're putting out there at the present time. So East Geelong, mate, I think they're just getting stronger and stronger. They're getting players back into their side. They're good players. We made to play well, and that's what they do. McIntyre, is he back yet, or is he? So he's back today. So that strengthens them even more. So, look, I think it'll be a dirty day out there. As I said, the weather's not going to be any good from out there, but I think East Geelong probably win this game quite comfortably.
Corio were disappointing last week against Belpo still. Grub?
Well, they have been a bit disappointed of late. I think they tried pretty hard once. You lose the best player in the comp when you're that stage of the ladder. If you're sitting on top, if East lose their best player, you can cover it. Corio probably you can't cover Joel Bennett. And as I said this morning on the hashtag, he's back in hospital this week. He's out again now. It looks like the nerves are playing up a bit, but there's a chance he doesn't have to have surgery to fix this.
That's good.
And we all hope that. As I said this morning, he's come back from wherever to help the Corio Footy Club out. So no one deserves the much luck that he needs. So let's hope he gets it. Corio, I don't think they are on the bottom from memory. I think they're second bottom.
Are they?
Yeah, I think
they had the draw.
I think they're 2 points ahead of West still.
Yeah, they had the draw.
But in the end, that 10 points for the year, I think Darren will be a bit disappointed. I really thought he might have wanted a few more wins than that, and then probably not going to get them. But what he's got to do, obviously, is keep those blokes' spirits up. Add a couple to that. They all drop a point. Add a couple that they can. Hopefully get Joel back. I don't know if he's going to play again. We'll have to wait and see about that. And then go from there. East, well, they've taken all before them. They beat Inverleigh by 71 points. They have got Beardsall, Crombie and Bill Andrew out today, which is 3 bigs. But McIntyre comes in. Flintoff comes in. King comes in. So they're pretty well served by the blokes that are coming in. And even though it's at the Devil's Playground, I think East are going to be just too strong. They're the best side I've seen, East, and I have to dip them.
And tomorrow, of course, which will be the loser of this will probably take the wooden spoon. West and Belpo still at West.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock,
Yeah, that's tough.
I might take the day off and go and watch.
Just work till lunchtime, Dale, like you normally do.
Nah.
Well, if you go out there...
No, I'm not. I'm staying at work.
If you go out there, I'm the king of England. You are the biggest liar.
I would go out there, but I'd probably run to Mushy, and that might be the only Sunday I'd get away from him.
That's why you would
He
go.
comes in every Sunday and sees me, so...
You can finally have a decent conversation with someone at the footy.
Yeah. Look, Belpo still have been... That surprised me, that result last week. As I said, I know that they're not bad. Well, they're not terrible, but they've got some good players in. But they have to have all those players playing well to be able to go out and do what they did last week. So I would think that and consider that they're a real chance to beat West because, again, a side that's started to get players back, I don't know whether they're actually performing all that well. So what the reason is, I don't know whether anyone can tell me why they keep losing games like they have been. We understood earlier on there was injuries and all the rest of it, but they seem to be putting players back in, but their results don't seem to be getting any better. So I'm going to stay with Belpo still. I think they can win again.
Yeah, I suppose you start to get players back in, and once they're in, they're on the bottom of the ladder. So the drive isn't there, even at train and all that. I know you're getting some good players back, but there's nowhere to go. You're not going to play finals. There's nowhere to go, and they just haven't. I know we've given them the injury excuse, but in actual fact, I just don't think they've been good enough. They just haven't played well enough. They developed a style against East that day where they just tried to limit and not win, and I don't like that in football. You might as well have a big go at it. They will have a big go at it against Belpost Hill because they'll believe that they can beat Belpost Hill. And I believe they can beat them too if they can put their best team together and play their best football. But a good win from Belpost Hill last week, surprising a little bit. They're starting to get a few. Well, they've got some players. I know Yates is playing. Bowie Collins is back regularly playing. And they're two of the better players in the comp. I think both Martin boys are in today. Or Tanner Martin is in. And Harmer. And I think young Vasurin might go out. And Miller been dropped. So I think Belpost Hill would obviously rather be up at the hill. But it's a beautiful place to play at West. It's a great ground. I think Belpost Hill. I'm going to agree with you, Smithy. I'm going to go for Belpost.
Well, it'll be a fill-up for them, wouldn't it? And it's my understanding that currently Tari's also coaching under-18s at Belpost Hill as well. Or assistant coach under-18s as well as doing the seniors at the moment. So
Has he officially stepped down for next year?
Yeah.
He has?
Yeah, Ash Whitney's coaching.
By himself?
Yes.
Okay.
So Ash Whitney will coach next year. So, all right, lads, today's game. Very, very important for Inverleigh. I mean, very important for Thomson too, but I think there's more on the line for Inverleigh with this because they lose today, and if Bannockburn, then there's a 6-point buffer again with 3 games to go.
If they win, they can't take Thomson's spot.
No, they can't. They're 6 points behind. Yeah,
but if Bannockburn lose, they can.
They can, yes. And Inverleigh's run home is probably more favourable out of any of the sides fighting for a spot, I would have thought.
I would have thought so. I'll have a check of it in a minute.
How many got left to go after this?
3.
3 more. Cause I know, yeah, well, they'll have West. They've got Anarchy
They've got
last game at
Corio
Anarchy.
next week, then West the week after, then Anarchy to finish the season off.
So you would think, you're right, if they can get through today, those games, all 3 games, should be winnable for them.
They should win.
Yeah. The only one that might be a doubt might be the Anarchy game out there at the end of the season, although Corio and them did play a draw earlier on this year, but Joel Bennett was playing at that game. So
he was. That was the game he
injured himself, yeah.
You're right. Injured.
So look, as I said, there's a real importance here. So if they can't go out today and put up their best performance and try and get over the top of Thomson, then, as I said, it's not the be-all and end-all for them, but they will have a chance to make that up at the last 3 games. But then, I suppose it's the same thing. The control that they have in getting there and controlling their own destiny is not going to be there. So they need to have that, I think. So really important that they play well here this afternoon. But having said that, we saw Thomson, as I said, a couple of weeks back. They were quite good against East Geelong. They were put out of the park, and I suppose in a short period of play. And I don't know whether Inverleigh have the capacity to do that like East Geelong did, because East Geelong are a side that has been going along very, very nicely and performing to a very high level all the season. So, whereas Inverleigh have, as I said, put in some good ones, and they've had some ordinary ones in between, I would have thought. So, look, I think Thomson at home, didn't see last week's game, but by all reports were pretty handy.
They were very good last week.
And I can't see any reason why they wouldn't beat Inverleigh this afternoon.
Grub?
I'm not sure that there's... well, I am sure. Not sure. I think it's problems in Inverleigh. They just don't look like the Inverleigh that we all come to know and love them. You know, they're good players, although apparently Casey Meehan's put in a couple of decent performances, and Donohue's still playing well. I don't know, their inability against sides above them. You know, Werribee were able to go out to Inverleigh and beat them by about 10 goals, which has never happened, even in the days when Werribee were strong and Inverleigh weren't. East Geelong beat them by 71 points last week in the wet.
Horrible day for footy last week.
It was, and to still come away with a 71-point win tells me that there's just something wrong. They're just not clicking. And if it doesn't start to click, even though they have got a nice run home, that mightn't be enough.
Won't matter.
I would put them in there. They're red hot. They have to win today, and then see what happens for the rest of the rest of the 3 games. Don't worry about what you got. Win today.
Yep.
Thomson, on the other hand, when we spoke to Lynchy before, I had Thomson down as making a 5 and just making up the numbers. But after I watched them last week, it's not so much the players they got to come in. It's the players like Knight, who was not much early and injured, not playing. Boyd has all of a sudden got a bit fitter and he's starting to play well. Troop into the ruck. I know you don't like it, but at this stage it is working because they've got big Jordan Cam in the forward line and they've got Boyd as well. So they can do a Troop out of there for a little while.
Jacko back today.
Jacko McLeod's back today. I don't know what to expect from Jacko. You never know what you're going to get. Same with Troop. He's liable to push someone over and give a 50 and all that. And he had to go at me for bagging him before. I better stop it because he's a pretty big lad.
He's a big unit.
But, I think one of their better players all year been released from the back line is Maguire.
Yep.
He's been able to go up the ground. Saladin, we mentioned, is probably the best centre-half back in the caper. At home here today, I think Thomson will be too strong.
Well, their back six was sensational last week, Rob.
There he is now. Go, Troopy!
Yeah. He could be a Cleary with that jaw.
Yeah.
Jaw. But their back six was sensational last week, Rob. Thompson's.
Oh, they were great.
They just did a job, didn't they? So apart from that, probably 10 minutes in the last quarter, but that was more from Bannockburn's midfield than Bannockburn's forward line.
Yeah, as I said to Lynchy, I think the other way. They had the win. They went bang, bang. Well, got to within, I think it was 13 points.
Something like that.
And then you went, uh-oh. But their ability to stop that and then kick goals at the other end and go on and win by what they did, I think it's a trait that Thomson should claim rather than Bannockburn playing good footy for 3 or 4 minutes. Inverleigh were able to stop it. And you see in this football, when a side gets to run them with a bruise, they're hard to stop.
Yep.
The only thing that stops them sometimes is inaccurate kicking. But Thomson stopped them. So not only could they kick goals and win in attack, but their defence was fantastic. Their midfield stepped up. I think they'll be too strong. I do think they'll be too strong today. And could play a big, big part in the finals from here on in. They're better than what I thought.
All right, couple of minutes, Grub. You got the umpires for us today, mate?
Oh, gee, I have to, but you'll have to fire. Yes, I have. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce their names.
Oh.
So I think it's Paul McElhinney,
McElhinney, yep.
Chris McWaters,
Yep.
Diarmuid Quinlan. Diarmuid. It's one of those ones I reckon it says different than it's spelt.
Probably says Darren or something like
Yeah, no, it's not quite. There was an actor like that. The pizza boy had
that. Yeah, it was too.
Diamond or something. But
Warman.
we're going to go with that. I was going to go and find him before
Lucky we
the
don't
game.
have to call him all day then, Grub.
Yeah,
We better
that's
call
right.
him by our surname. But anyway, 3 good umpires. We'll have another good game from them.
There's Paul McElhinney in the middle there. I coached him many, many years ago. Played cricket at Belpo still.
Here we
Coached him
go.
many years ago.
Here we go. Drinking his own
Juniors.
bath
No,
water
it's
again.
only juniors, mate.
Drinking his own bath water again.
Steelo, can you lead the promo for us, please, mate? All right, just about to get underway here at Town and Country Pizza Ovals.
Pepperoni Park.
Pepperoni Park, as Grubby likes to call it. So, clock about to kick over 12. Siren gone, Dale.
Siren has sounded, as we said. This will definitely test a Troop. Goes under the ball this time. Ball comes out of that contest, running towards the half-forward line. Peel is taken without the ball, so he'll be winning a free kick. Good to see him back on this side, adds some quality. Outside he goes to Condi, and Condi now delivers the ball up on towards Paddy Burke. Burke didn't take the first one, got the handball back inside. Maybe he should have taken it over the line.
Yeah.
Ball's been turned over now, and they go back the other way. And it's going to be through Mitchell. Handball goes outside into the hands there of Kerslake. Goes along to the forward line. Donahue. He's back this afternoon, and he's going to take some pressure off. Kicks out wide, goes looking towards Filet. Templeton tries to lend a hand. He was tackled. Good, strong tackle there, actually. And the umpire will let things go. No, he won't. He'll come in and take possession himself. So we'll have a ball up just outside the forward 50. Thompson's attacking end. As I said, Darcy Troop with one of the better ruckmen against him this afternoon, but he just takes that cleanly straight out of the ruck and puts boot. The ball goes into their forward line. Goes towards their forward lines, picked up, kicked through, or kicked across the face of goal. Won't score, into the back pocket, and there's been a tackle laid. Ball goes over the boundary line. Umpire said, let's have a throw in, and that's what we'll do. We're just letting each other know they're out there, trying to warm themselves up, I reckon. That's all that'll be.
Of course they are. You got to have a bit of that at the start, as long as there's no dirty stuff, and there wasn't. Oh, there's a free kick to
thrown back
Inverleigh.
in. Ball out the back. Troop again takes the ball out of that ruck contest. Sits around about 25 metres out from goal. Troop went back after it again. Couldn't win possession of it.
Oh.
That might have been a free kick to Peel. He put his head over the contest, lies on the ground. Now he'll need to get the ball out. Umpire surrounds and says, no, let's have it back. And it will come back to him.
I can't see. They probably should have saw that. Jordan Cam grabbed the bloke, threw him to the ground 15 metres off the footy. And obviously not seen.
No, Ruckman go at it once again. This time over the top. Ball comes out to Tyquin. Tries to get the handball out. Was taken to ground. Picked up. Cleared away there by Maguire. Goes back towards the top of the goal square. Boyd comes out. Couldn't take the mark. Violet's there to recover. Got the handball out. Kicked off the ground. Went back towards centre forward. Donahue comes through. And that's Donahue of Thomson. And it's going to be a free kick. Umpire said a little bit too high. Look out. They're after Troopy here. He's had a bit of a go at Donahue sitting on the ground. And all the umpires are in there, so we might see a little more of this, I think, Spider.
It's warming right up, Dale.
Yep. I told you it was a cold day.
Yeah, it is a cold day.
That's like get the adrenaline going.
It's not that cold.
It was a 50-metre penalty. Doesn't matter now because Donahue's walked in and he's kicked his first of the afternoon. And Thomson have their first. Thomson lead a one straight goal. Inverleigh are yet to score. To almost 3 minutes gone. And it's Morris Finance first quarter scoreboard.
Look, it's all right to go out and do a bit of argy-bargy, try to put your opponent off the game, but you can't give away free kicks at 50s.
No.
You just can't do that. You've got to do it smart. You can't get sucked in because it's gone the other way, and Thomson have got a goal, which they never would have got. And on a day like today, there might not be that many goals kicked, especially if it starts raining, so don't let them get a head start. You can do what you want to do, but you've got to be a little bit more disciplined.
So, back in the middle now. Troop and Wilson to do battle again. Eyes at the footy, the umpire screams out, so ball goes up. Neither of them looked at it. Troop wins that one down, only as far as Love. Love gets a quick kick away. There's going to be a free kick paid here, I think, to Love.
Dumped after he kicked it.
Yep. So,
Sammy Jack of the culprit, I think.
Yep. So Jared Love now for Inverleigh, chips it out wide. Finds Violet.
Occasion's the birthday boy, 30 today.
Billy, sorry.
Bill, 30. Yep. 30 years, he's turned the corner.
Turning it over to Donahue for that. So anyway, driving forward back again now, Thomson. Another short little kick comes off well to Kerslake. Kerslake, 65 out from his own goal now. Looking to set up for the middle. Players moving for him. Goes towards Knight, flies, Boyd flies. Ball hits the deck, comes to the ground. Picked up there by Hennessy. Gets a quick handball out. Hodgson picks it up now, wrapped up in a tackle straight away. Down he goes. That's not a good start for Billy on his birthday then, is it, mate? Turning over.
No, it's not, but at least it's in the first quarter. You've got plenty of chances to turn it around.
Ball in there. Wilson goes up unopposed. Taps the ball out here towards Cations again. On the left foot, scrubbing the kick along. Picked up there, no, dispossessed. Love tries to tap it out. Doesn't quite work. Coming back the other way. Titan gets a handball out. Ball beats everyone over the line. We'll have a banjo line thrown about 55 metres around from the Thomson goal. We've gone 5 minutes. Morris Finance, first quarter.
Tell you what, I reckon you're right. Troop's up against a better ruckman today. I think it's a good matchup for Troop. I just think...
Stoner now doing the ruck work. Wilson wins it and now towards Tyquin. Tyquin just paddles the ball on the ground towards Meehan, but the boundary line beats everyone. Oh, it might be a free kick for too high after it. No, apparently not.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Lynchy's taken him off the ground. Just have a little quiet word to him already in the game. After 3 minutes,
yeah.
he's got himself involved. So I reckon it might be just to sit down here for a minute, mate. Cool your timber.
Just sit in the ice here. So Wilson and Stone, and Wilson wins this tap down convincingly again. So picked up, quick handball comes out from McNally. Donahue comes through the other way for Thomson, drives him back into attack, but Violet stands firm, gets a handball over the top to Donahue from Inverleigh, quick kick, and I think it's gone out of bounds on the full, has it?
Bit hard to see from your spot, but I reckon...
I'm just looking where the two boundary umpires are, mate.
I reckon he's asking for the ball back, so I reckon it's going to be a throw-in.
No, there's, Ruck's there.
I understand, take him off and have a word to him, but Wilson is going to destroy young Stoneham. He wasn't even named in the side, Stoneham. I think he's come in for Freeman. But he's just not there yet, and I think Wilson might dominate while Troop's not there.
So the ball thrown in now. Wilson does win that tap down only as far as Donahue there. Quick handball back through the middle, driven forward again by Maguire. Cam in front, not that nice bounce. Oh, they fought each other there, and the ball's gone over the back. Well done there. Picking up now is Miles. Miles goes back to Violet. Violet Tackled as he gets rid of the ball.
Great
Typin
tackle.
comes at it, gets a handball over, doesn't go to where it wanted to. Boyd spilt what he could have had, picked up by Hodgson and goes out towards Cam. Cam turns around, tries to throw it on the right boot, does so. Ball bounces over the head of everybody, comes to the back now. Picked up beautifully, clearing kick now out of defence for Inverleigh. So, that's a
great
fantastic
mark.
grab there, taken by McNally, played on straight away, and what's the umpire said? No, the umpire didn't call play on.
He hadn't called played on, so he's got to go back. Almost lucky because he nearly got caught.
Oh, hang on, it's gone to someone else, so it looks like a free kick. Because McNally's up here now, so ball chip in the middle, that's a nice looking
Got
kick.
me.
Yeah, no, I missed it as well, mate, so I don't know. So Cations now driving Inverleigh forward. And
Good kick.
chest mark there taken by Mason Dixon just inside the forward 50. That was a spearing pass, wasn't it?
Well, I told you to redeem himself sooner or later, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't think you got that quite as well as you thought. 7.5 minutes score. Morris Finance first quarter here. Mason Dixon to have Inverleigh's first shot at goal. Thomson 1 goal straight 6. Leading Inverleigh yet to score. So I
I think this might be the first time they've ventured into their forward line for the day, nearly, isn't it?
think you're right, mate. I think you're right. First inside 50. So Dixon now for Inverleigh be kicking from just outside 50 here. Take a very good kick, I would have thought. Comes in now. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. I'll tell you what, it's got there too. Wowee. Inverleigh 1 goal. Thomson 1 goal, all tied up. 8 minutes gone.
You
Morris
know,
Finance first quarter.
I like this kid. When he first started, when he first come on the scene, I think you and I saw him. He took a lot of marks and that, and he kicked 1-5 and 2-6, and he just couldn't kick goals. So he's obviously worked really, really hard on his goal kicking, and that's a beautiful kick for goal. He was from just outside 50 on this ground, which is probably 45. I don't think it's the whole 50, but that's a beautiful, beautiful kick. And I'm glad the kid's worked hard on it because that's was one of the flaws in his game.
So back in the middle we go once again. Troop goes up over the top, tap down there, goes to Million. It comes from the centre, got clear. Umpire said that was high. I'm not too sure whether that was case either, but
Careful.
he's got the free kick. Casey Million, he was out and ready to move the ball on, but now he's back and things have settled down. He goes a little bit shorter into the forward line. Spoil from behind was good, and it goes out towards the boundary line. Templeton leads in the race for the ball outside half forward line, but unfortunately couldn't pick the ball up. Goes over the boundary line. So we'll have a throw in about 20 around from Inverleigh's half forward line. And with Troop back on the ground.
It's where the Inverleigh of old, like Hamilton, they picked that up and going forward. They're just not playing their best footy, are they?
No, not quite.
A few fumbles.
So ball thrown back in. Front position goes to Wilson. Ball comes out, goes to Jacker. Jacker's able to kick ball back to their half forward line in front. Cam. And he's couldn't win possession. McLeod's on the ground. Kerslake couldn't win it either. Picked up and held up now. And the umpire says no prior opportunity for him to get rid of the ball. So it's going to go back to the umpire.
There's a bit going on here, you know.
A little bit of push and shove. A ball, ruck contest. Wilson again goes out towards Love. Ball doesn't quite clear the contest. It's picked up now and kicked forward there by Troop off one step. Puts the ball 50 metres into the forward line. Coming out, mark not taken by there. It was picked up, shot a goal.
Had
And
a
across
bounce,
the face. And it's through for a minor score. And I can't see who that was.
Hennessy? I think it was Hennessy.
Could have been two Spotty. You might be right there. So that's who we'll give it to. 1-1 Thomson now. Inverleigh the one solitary goal. Morris Finance first quarter scoreboard. We have gone 10 minutes.
So, ball brought back in now out wide. Finds Violet. Violet still deep in defence here. Inside the forward 50. Looking to drive Inverleigh forward. Players all congregated out in the far wing. So, Jack Violet just goes long and down the line. Ball gets to the back of the pack. Forces Saligen. Saligen throws it on the right boot. Drives Thomson back into attack. Who could have been a push in the back there. Not. Love picks it up. Gets a handball out to no one in particular. Ball rolls over the line. We'll have a boundary line throw in right on the 50-metre line here. Thompson's attacking zone. They've done most of the attacking, Grub.
Yeah, they have. They have nearly all the play. Unfortunately, they're only a point in front on the scoreboard. So that goes in the Hawks' favour.
So ball thrown in now. Wilson in front and wins that one very, very well. Off the ground goes Temple and just drives them forward. But there's Saligen again, just stands his ground, takes a fantastic grab. So Saligen now for Thomson comes across the ground. The beautiful kick finds Kerslake. Kerslake had it spent before he got it. Wrapped up in a tackle there by Bell. Ball spills free. Kerslake goes back, lends a hand against a handball over to Donoghue. Donoghue goes back towards the middle there. Picked up now. That could be a free kick in front of us there. Russell, who was very good last week, Grub.
He was.
So
I didn't know who he was at the start of the game, to be quite honest with you.
No, so Russell for Thomson drives him forward. Nice and kick towards Knight. Knight sits at the back of the pack. McLeod flies, couldn't get it. Knight just picks the ball up now, runs into the forward line, drives one in towards Boyd, doesn't quite get there to him. But the umpire has said there's a free kick, so Thomson will have a shot at goal here.
What was that for, that free kick
I
spot?
don't know, mate. I thought they both slid at the ball, but the umpire explaining it to...
What's he got in his back, maybe? I don't
Don't ask me.
Yeah, no.
I just thought they both slid at it, mate.
It's down in that corner, and my camera's out here. I did not see it at all.
So Boyd for Thomson now coming in, but kicking from about 40. Kicks on its way. So he's just pushed it across the face of goal. Not going to score. The backboard kept in there. Fiolick grabs the ball again, wrapped under attack by Hennessy straight away, brought to ground. And we'll have a ball up about 5 metres out from the Thomson's goal. 12 and a half minutes gone. Morris Finance first quarter here at Town & Country Pizza Oval. Or Mitchell Park, isn't it, Grub?
Yeah.
Ball in the air. No ruckman actually gets a hand to it, but a quick kick off there. Wow, that Boyd again.
Yep.
Wowee. He was very good last week in Dale, so it starts very well. So Thomson now moved to 2-1. Goal through Boyd there. Inverleigh, one solitary goal. Morris Finance, first quarter, 13 minutes gone.
Very, very poor defence, really. Sometimes, like when the ball hits the deck there, the defence has to be there. But if a little nippy rover picks it up and kicks the go, they go, oh, well, he was too quick. Boyd's the biggest bloke on the field, the biggest bloke on the field. And he still had plenty of time. What worries me too before, Sammy Jacker got the ball, Inverleigh last year would have crunched him. He had 10 seconds to get rid of it back there. They're tackling and they're... Like we saw Anarchy do the other week, it's just not there at this stage.
So this time Warren and Troop over the top, knocks the ball forward. Coming off the square is McLeod, picks it up nicely, got the handball outside. Nearly had to do the work himself, but coming from the wing was Templeton, got the handball outside, went towards Love. He puts the boot in towards the half-forward line. Ball runs free now, ball there to be won. Again, coming from defence, is picked up and cleared away by Lynch. He goes long, back into their half-forward line. Will it favour Cam? He's going to lead in the race for the ball. He's got a bit of toe. Grozdanovsky's right with him. It's picked up there by Love. Kicks round the body. Goes back towards centre wing. Mark is taken out there this time. And I'm not too sure that is out there.
Major.
Who is it? Major, is it?
Yep.
So Major's got the ball now. So he transfers across the ground. Maybe a risky kick. Got to the hands of Jacker, so that's okay. And it's going to be transferred now to this side of the ground. And marking will be Cam. This is Josh. So Josh Cam now on centre wing, true position, decides to go long into the half-forward line, but Donnie read that nicely also, and he's taken an easy, uncontested mark. Goes across the ground to Love, in space by himself again. Gets to his feet, back to Donahue by hand, and he goes across the ground. Crowley goes over the top, short. Player leading up there was Bell, couldn't take the mark, had to go back, get the handball back towards Crowley. He now has another chance to put the ball into the ground, middle of the ground, and a nice mark taken there by Haberfield. So a little chip further into the middle of the ground again, 3-on-1 situation, but the kick was great into the hands of Meehan now. Outside Templeton, ends in space, just needs to pick the ball up, looks inside 50, goes forward. Mark, will it be taken? No, it's not. Comes to ground level.
Free kick for chopping the arms
and
here.
it's going to go to Dixon again, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So Mason Dixon will be the recipient of that high chop.
You know the problem with that kick, Smithy? He put it in the perfect spot for both of them. Well, he did. I think both of them then really had to go for it. And luckily, they got a free kick out of it.
So Dixon with one this afternoon can get his second and Inverleigh second and close the margin once again. You would think distance, no problem whatsoever.
No,
Last time he
not a
just kicked through that. That might be the psychological bug that's in his head, but we'll soon find out. Steps in from 35. That looks good.
Look at
Straight
that.
off the boot. And he does have his second this afternoon. And Inverleigh their second. They move to 2 straight goals. They trail Thomson 2-1. Morris Finance scoreboard. We have gone, I'm not too sure, 15, nearly 16 minutes.
I'm going to say it again. I'm amazed that such a wayward kid can go back and slot through 2 perfect. They weren't just good. They were perfect goals. And they've had the ball up there 2 or 3 times for 2 goals. Whereas Thomson still have had most of the play. So in that regard, I just think Thomson need to kick a couple more goals for their reward for their midfield play.
So ball in the air now. Troop taking on, it was Crowley, not Crowley this time, it was Warren in the middle this time. So ball comes out now. Hodgson in front, picks it up, gets a handball away, ends up getting the ball back himself. So Great smother there by Condi. Ball falls there to your mate Mays. Mays goes forward for Inverleigh. That meant your mate Grubby. So coming through is Dixon with a solid bump there, but picked up here by Cam. Josh drives Thomson out of defence here. Kerslake sets himself, taps the ball down, goes to Donahue. Donahue handballs over the top. Running play here by Thomson. Chip over the top finds Jordan Cam. So he's in between wing and half forward here. Far side of the ground. Godfrey Street side. So Cam now drives long in the Boyd direction. Bit of push and shove. Ball falls over the back. Knight picks it up now. Throws it on the right boot. Can do anything, but not this time. Misses. So through for a minor score there for Jacob Knight. 2-2 now to Thomson. 2 straight to Inverleigh. We've gone 17 minutes. Morris Finance first quarter. So it's got Miles to bring the ball back in for Inverleigh. Just looking at his options. So he plays on. He's going to push it out wide. It's a nice long kick down line in the Dixon direction. He gets to the back, but well done by Lynch there. Brings the ball to ground. Donahue picks it up. It's a handball to Kelly. Kelly goes back to Donahue. Smothered, but Donahue has another go at it again. Drives Thomson forward. Players fly. Condi drops the mark there. Knight come across. Quick handball up again. Grossanossi goes out wide to Crowley. Crowley goes down the line, but not a great kick in the end. Lands in the hands of Hannessy for Thomson. So Hannessy now 70 from his own goal. Looking at his options, goes long in the Kerslake direction. Kerslake played for the free kick and did not. Oh, the umpire has paid it. So, it's Knight, sorry.
I think what they've got to do is get together, these two umpires, because one of them actually threw their hands in the air and called play on.
Yep.
And that was the umpire who was closest to the incident.
Yep.
Right? The bloke 30 or 40 metres away decided it's a free. I think the umpire who was closest was right. I think Knight actually catapulted himself to get one. He didn't get the other bloke, but he got the bloke from 30 away. Stay out of it, champ.
So Knight comes in, has a shot for goal, and of course gets his first for the afternoon. The third for Thomson now. They move to 3-2-20, leading Inverleigh with 2 straight 12. And now the clock's just disappeared. I think we've got about 19 minutes. Morris Finance first quarter.
That's what happens when they do the thing.
There you go, 19 minutes, mate.
Pretty close.
That was close.
I'll say it again. They should bring in, and I'm not having a go, but when the umpire is that close and decides to call play on, the other umpire has to say, okay, you're the close one. And I think he got it right.
Because that's the umpire in control, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think that Thomson got a goal there from an umpire who's a long way away, didn't quite see what happened, and I think they've got an easy goal for that. But that's only one mistake. They're doing a good job.
So Warren's still in there doing the ruck work up against Troop. Troop again wins the ball down. Hodgson can't pick up it. Goes to Tyquin, kicks round the body. Kick was smothered. It's going to fall into the hands here of Della. Looks up, goes forward. That's a nice looking kick out in front. Knight again couldn't take the mark. Stays on his feet. Did that nicely. Now he's got to get rid of the ball. Handball back inside. Missed the target. Going to be picked up there by Haberfield. Now there's a free kick being given. I'm not too sure who's it to or what it's for.
Well, it was actually behind the play a little bit. There's a punch on, or not a punch on, a bit of a push on down there. The reason you didn't see it, Smith, is because it was just behind the play. You were watching the footage. 17
minutes in the first quarter. Winchelsea 5-2 leading Werribee 1-1.
And you reckon I'm a deal?
I know you're a deal.
Tyquin, the recipient of the free kick, sets Haberfield up, went back with the ball, courageous, couldn't take the mark, coming through. Oh, Hodgson, he's gone. No, he's not. He's right. He's up.
No, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt, but he's not as bad as I first thought.
It's on again. Yeah, it's on.
Probably better the Darsh does stay out of this one.
Reckon Lynch got the runner out to get him off the ground. Oh, he's bleeding from above the eyes. He's going to take himself off the ground, so...
Well, I'm going to change my mind on that because there's blood on his face, but it looked like a pretty fair hit to me.
We need to go back to the video on this one, mate, somehow.
Well, we'll watch it tomorrow.
The free kick's been given anyway, so it's going to be taken by Della now, and his kick wasn't great going to the forward line. Oh, it's been kept in. No, it hasn't. The umpire said that's out of bounds, and we're going to have a free kick which will take place. So umpire with possession of the ball. Again, ball thrown back in. The only one to compete, but the ball ends up in the hands of Troop. Off a step, he goes long into their forward line. Off the mark. There's a free kick being given again for another one off the ball, and I'm not too sure what that was or who it's to. But it's coming back a fair way.
It's going to the goal square, mate.
Yeah.
So it's obviously against Inverleigh because he's lining a Thomson player up. Is that Hennessy?
I think so, mate.
That's great observation, Smithy.
It is
Well,
Hennessy.
I can't tell, mate. I said I haven't seen enough of this bloke to pick him out yet, but I'll get to know him.
It says Grubby who wears 4 pair of glasses on a Saturday.
What's that got to do with it? It's going to Inverleigh because he's lining them up. Brilliant deduction.
Yeah, well, that's what I
Doesn't
said.
matter who it is.
So Hennessy now from about 5 metres out, not directly in front, 45-degree angle, goes back and finishes the job. Has his first of the afternoon and the fourth now for Thomson. They're 4-2. Inverleigh at 2 straight goals. And
22 minutes.
22 minutes gone. Thank you, Spider. Morris Finance first got a scoreboard.
I tell you what, they've brought their game Inverleigh to sort of upset Thomson by playing hard, tough footy. And that's great if you're going to do that. But I think 2 or 3 out of their 4 goals have been from undisciplined play. So you can't go giving away goals. I thought that was a fair hit with the blood on it, even if it's an accident. There ain't no accidents.
So ball back in the middle now. Wilson and Troop get it. Troop gets both hands to it. Doesn't really go anywhere. Now he fires down, picks it up, wrapped up in a tackle by Peel. I said earlier, it's good to see Peel getting through games of footy again. So ball in the air. So Troop and Wilson go at it. Wilson wins it right and down. But Darley goes as far as Mitchell. Mitchell's tackler off the ball, but the ball spills through to Jacker. Jacker drives. Thomson forward. Fight sitting behind Cam there. Violet does punch the ball down. Templeton couldn't quite control it. Neither could Knight. Ball spills free. Violet picks it up. Gets a handball out. Wrapped up and tackle. We'll have a ball up. 60-odd, 55 metres out from the Thomson goal. I said Inverleigh have gone forward twice and kicked 2 goals. So Wilson and Troop. Troop wins that one down quite easily. Then Wilson gets a secondary attempt at it. Ball comes out to fire it, wrapped up in a tackle. Ball spills free. Handball out, lands in the hands of Cam. Jordan, he goes long, but Donoghue is in the way and takes the mark there. So Adam Donoghue, just a short chip over the top, finds Crowley. Crowley goes back to Donoghue, who then goes out wide again. So just controlling the footy now, Inverleigh. Another long kick down the line, finds Tyquin. So Tyquin now on half-back. He's trying to play a bit of possession footy at the moment. But he has to go long down the line looking for Wilson. Wilson gets the back. Troop gets across and effects a very good spoil. Ball goes out of bounds between centre wing and half forward for Inverleigh. We'll have a boundary line throw in. 24 minutes, Morris Finance, first quarter. At the home side here, Thomson with a 14-point advantage at the moment. So Wilson and Troop do battle again. Wilson gets to the front, big fist forward, tapped out in front of Love. Love running on that really well, has that left foot, swings it round. Dixon in front, can't quite take the mark. Ball spills over the back. Picked up there by Snezkov, who's kicked a few goals in the last few weeks, but he's run out of room and the ball's gone out of bounds. So 20 metres round from the behind post.
He's only a kid too, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He's kicked a lot of goals. He's kicked a couple of 4s and 5s the last few weeks.
You know what? I think he's more his son.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Up
Yep.
from the 18s.
Yep.
Yeah, good kid.
We've
Good
seen
kid.
him kick a few the other week. He kicked 6 or something the other week when we were at the Anzac Day game.
Yeah, it is. It's more his son. And I'll tell you, in the under-18s coming through, been a very good player, actually. So let's hope he goes on too.
Wrong end of the ground for Morey. Anyway, ball to be thrown back in. Dixon to do battle with Troop. Troop just pushes Dixon out of the way, then misses the ball. So Dixon has a chance, picks it up. He's wrapped up in a tackle, not going anywhere. The umpire's going to say that's held to him. Good decision. 25 minutes, Morris Finance first quarter here. Thomson 4-2, leading Inverleigh 2 straight. Ball in the air. So Wilson wins that one down. But quick kick out of defence now. And Wilson now picks it up, gets a handball over the top implications and runs out of room. Have another boundary line throw in. 60 metres round from the Inverleigh goal.
He definitely got him in the nose there. There's still a bit of blood trickling.
Bit of claret. So ball to be thrown back in.
Bit of a pity too. He's one of the gentlemen of the game, young Hodgson. He's a gentleman.
So Troop just belts that forward nicely. Templeton was probably dispossessed and lucky not to get a free kick against, but no, too high there to Tom Major, who's wearing 29 again. He got 27 on the sheet, so he goes out wide. It's time possession footy for Thomson. Long down the line. Violet sets himself in front. can't quite take the mark. Cam affected the ball from behind, picked up, wrapped up in the tackle. Ball spills free to Kerslake. Kerslake throws on the boot. Knight in front, can't quite take. Another good spoil there. Ball into the middle now. Peel handballs over towards Tycon, but he's dispossessed by Knight. Knight now with time to have a look up. Does just that, but Condi takes a relieving mark in front of McLeod. So he drives it out wide. It's a nice looking kick. McNally takes it and plays on straight away. He's in trouble immediately, but it's a good handball out there to Bell. Bell then kicking to absolutely no one, and the relieving mark taken deep in defence by Kelly. Yeah, sorry, at the side of the screen there. So Kelly for Thomson. Drives the ball across now. It's a bit of a breaking play.
Again, is it?
Yeah, I think so. 27 minutes gone here. I think it is Major again. He's been good. Drives it long, but Wilson comes across and almost takes a chest mark. So he chips the ball back in and finds Tyquin. Tyquin with a bit of time here now. Looking long down the line. Oh, so he can kick. Kelly comes over the back with the fist. Done really well. Major rove that well. Tried to get a handball away. Kelly applies a good tackle. And what's the umpire going to say? It's his. So 27 and a half gone.
I worry about that because they've been instructed, and they do it quite often. When it's give it to me, boys, they blow it straight away. When they don't, you think he's going to be holding the ball in. I thought he was going to pay it then, but no, he got it right.
So ball in the air. Dixon wins that one down. But, Shark out of the pack. Quick kick into the centre here. Peel's the only one up. He punches the ball down. So ball spilling free now. 30 out from Inverleigh's goal. We have a free kick.
Yeah, he got him in the back too. I think that's a good decision, I reckon. I think he just slipped right into the middle of his back. Accidental, but still a free.
Well, what are the chances, Grub?
Well, Maisie's usually pretty good. Maisie's usually pretty good. Hasn't played a lot of senior footy, I don't think, this year.
No. So Nathan Mays from Inverleigh kicking from about 30 out, pretty much directly in front. Ball leaves the boot. Goal umpire moves a little bit, but it's through. It's by the celebration. So Inverleigh have their third. They are 3 straight 18. Trailing Thomson 4-2, 26, 28 and a half gone. Morris Finance, first quarter.
Oh, you asked me, and I really didn't want to say after Mitchell's performance the other week. Every time he says, you kick it, they miss. But look, they really needed that because Thomson, I think, is still on top, but Inverleigh are only a goal and a bit behind. And I think with the ball, the football that they've had, well, Thomson might be a couple more goals in front. And if they get them goals in front, the gap can come too big. So they've kept it pretty well. Well, are they? That's not, the scoreboard hasn't changed, is it?
No.
That's three.
Yeah, thought so.
So back in the middle now, ball tried to win out there by Love. He's tackled, and again, not coming out. Umpire will come in and take possession.
Maybe
Very
the same
quickly.
power outage we have earlier, mate.
Yeah. So Ruckman once again, this time Wilson over the top. Ball comes out, goes to Della on the right boot, goes high. Not that long. Ball hits the ground. Where's it going to be taken through from here?
Oh, brilliant.
Love and Meehan bounced off each other and he come out the other side. Not a bad way to come out. The ball now back into their forward line. It's going to be picked up, or we thought it was going to be by Seligent. It's headed towards the boundary line and it will be over. Mowat slow to get up. He looks like he's holding his shoulder.
He does. Heavily strapped too, Dale.
Yep. We call it a little stinger.
Let's hope so. He looks all right.
He's asking to come off, though, I think. He's not fully confident with it at the moment, so the ball thrown back out by the umpire. Once again, ball gets out the back of that ruck contest. Picked up Dixon. Boot the ball, goes into their forward line. Mark not taken out there. Snezkov picks the ball up on the boundary line, looks to bring the ball around the body, sending it back. And that was pretty nicely done, but it's getting down the hand there. Oh, I thought it was going to be clean take there by Dixon, but he was tackled. Ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. So he took over 30. Just over 30 minutes in this first quarter. It's 4-2 Thomson. Inverleigh are 3 straight goals.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Smithy, but since that last dust-up, I think Inverleigh are playing better football.
Yeah, they seem to have settled a bit now. Troop takes the ball from that run across, or belts the ball back towards the boundary line, and the umpire will see it thrown back in again right in front of the scoreboard here at Thomson.
Long quarters, he.
Yeah. So,
We've only 7 kicked.
Ball thrown back in. Ball from that ruck contest goes out towards Donahue. Quick hands outside to Mays. Left boot turns it back inside. That's a great kick.
That
and
is.
The mark has been taken out there by McNally. So he can go back and nearly square things up here at quarter time. As Mowat comes from the ground. He's still hanging that arm pretty badly.
It doesn't look great. It doesn't look like a really bad injury, but it might keep him out for a while. For today, I mean.
So McNally. 30-metre kick required here. Accuracy is also pretty good.
Tell you what.
He likes it straight off the boot. And they have their fourth. That's
Hello,
4
Troopy's
straight
going to get a
goals.
free kick against him here for flattening the bloke, I think.
As the siren is sounded to end the first quarter.
The whistle was for the siren.
So at quarter time, it will see Thomson go in at 4 goals, 2. Inverleigh are 4 straight. Goal kickers to this stage of the game are Knight, Boyd, Hannessy and Donoghue for Thomson. And for the Inverleigh side, 2 to Mason Dixon and 1 to McNally. Take a short break, coming back with some scores from around the grounds. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
things at both ends of the ground. I don't know where he's playing, but he was up back and down forward. With Thomson, I thought Lucas Boyd didn't do much, but he brought it to ground, and he just looks like he might take control of this game. Maybe. Hannessy's also dangerous. Doesn't get the ball a lot, but does something with him when he gets it. I thought Major was their best player, actually. I thought he was very, very good off half-back. A couple of injuries. Mowatt's come off with a shoulder injury, and, of course, Mitch Hodgson got one in the nose, and he's got a bit of blood, but I think he'll be no worries for him. Saligin as steady as ever. And the other bloke down the back line, I thought retaliated a couple of times, not retaliated, just broke the attack down, was Kelly. I thought Kelly was pretty good. So, all in all, I thought they'd go in a fair few goals ahead, Thomson, but Inverleigh have steadied, and very, very interesting what happens now. They've got to play disciplined football both sides. As I said, a couple of goals went against Inverleigh, and a couple of free kicks went against Thomson that you probably shouldn't give. Once they both settle down, they'll still go in hard. It'll be a good, close, entertaining game, and I'm looking forward to the second quarter, Smithy.
Hodgson back on. Round the ground, Zanicki 4 straight 24, lead Belmont 3-1-19. Bannockburn 4-1-25, lead North Geelong 1-4-10. Winch 5-2-32, lead Werribee 1-1-7. East Geelong 2-6-18, lead Corio 1-2-8. And, of course, West and Belpost still play tomorrow.
So they'd be 0-all then.
Well, no, it hasn't started yet, so...
So we're back in the middle, ball thrown in the air, both up and go at it. Wilson maybe gets the ball down, only as far as there's a free kick being given. It's going to go to Mitchell. So Mitchell now plays on, comes out wide. Kerslake takes the mark on the half-forward line. Donahue still a bit sore from that knock early in the first quarter, I think. Ball goes into their forward line, coming out. Boyd got the ball, went one way, then back the next. Kicks around the body, goes back towards the goal square. Billy Cation sees it through for a minor score. And the first score of the second quarter is to Thomson. They move to 4-3. Inverleigh still in that 4 goals. And it's going to be young Miles kicking out from the full-back position. He goes short. Mark is taken out there by Cations.
I thought he was up the back there. I think you got him wrong, you know that?
Who?
Billy Cations.
What do you mean?
Stop that goal. It was 25.
Yeah, McIntosh. Billy Mack, didn't I say?
Billy Cations.
Oh, did
Off
I?
the ground.
I meant Big Billy Mack. Been rushed through for another point.
Knight off the ground, mate.
Well, that's all right. So it's 4-4 now to Thomson. So they're peppering away. Miles, again, with the ball, goes out wide. That's a better-looking kick. Mark not taking that there. Player was infringed with. Had to be a free kick. Goes to Templeton. And he will be the recipient just outside their 50. So Templeton now. He's weighing up his options. There's not too many at the moment. Little short kick will find Billy Cations. He's got some options across the ground. He decides to come this way. No, he doesn't. He goes back into the middle of the ground. That's also a dangerous kick. It was made good there by Condi. Can't pick the ball up, and he's tackled. We'll need to get the ball out. Umpire said no prior there. And there's going to be a ball up which will take place. So still inside the centre square. Troop makes his way there. Wilson also. Actually, Troop ran past the ball. Picked up out there, this time by McNally. Got the handball outside. Went to Wilson. Wilson goes backwards. Now Tyquin has it. He lost it. Picked up out there. Tackle. Umpire said it's sling. I'm not too sure about that. That just looked like a good tackle to me. But it's going to go to young Della. So Della now with the ball. Just attacking side of their centre wing. And he decides to go long into their forward line. Mark not taken out there. Big collision out there. Ball gets through the contest. Players still a bit slow to get off the ground. At ground level, picked up. Hennessy got the handball back inside the Boyd. Picked it up. Shrugged the tackle, but then the kick was... I felt like it was under a bit of pressure there. Went sideways, and it's been out of bounds. And the full free kick will go to Billy Cations.
It's like me off the first 2, Dale.
Yeah, pretty much, Boyd. Especially with a lot of people watching you. The ball now with Billy Cations. He goes long outside 50. Unfortunately, the kick's not good. It's going to come back because the free kick will go to Charlie Donahue, far side of the ground. So Donahue with the ball now, and he looks to deliver the ball quickly into the forward line. Again, Mark, that was well taken out there by Boyd, led at the ball. And he's actually moving a bit better, Spide. Obviously, the day we saw him against East Geelong, he looked a bit proppy, but today has got a bit more mobility back amongst him.
Moved very well last week, Dale.
Well, that's good for the Thomson side.
Grubby's gone to the little boys' room.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
I thought he might have been getting some more food for us, but that's all right. Might pick up something on the way back. So Boyd with an opportunity for his second of the afternoon. Kick of about 30 metres or just over. Chips at the ball, and he shanked that like his last one, I think, hasn't he?
He's kicked it, though.
Has he? Gee, it did look good off the boot, but it's gone straight through the middle. There you go. That's a tricky shot there. 5-4 Thomson. 4 goals straight Inverleigh. And we are in the second quarter. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
That was a horrible kick, that one, but doesn't matter if it goes through, mate, does it?
No. It didn't look like I was travelling that way. Well, I thought it was going sideways.
What about 30 metres? Just fell over the line. Grubby's returned from his sojourn to the restroom.
Comfort station.
Comfort station. Back in the middle now. Wilson versus. Look at this. Everyone's behind Wilson here. So Troop just jumps up and knocks the ball forward in front of Mitchell. Mitchell gets a handball over to Jacker. Too much on it. Love comes through the other way. Does really well. Swings that favoured left foot. Drives it long. It's a great kick too, isn't it? So Paddy Burke now plays on, driving the ball along down, looking for Dixon. Ball comes to the ground, Mays picks it up, and he's just
too high, Mays.
I've just had a message that it's hailing in Grovedale. Grub?
Is it?
Yeah.
That means it's coming here?
Yes.
Might have gone round us, maybe.
Anyway, and a 50 as well. So this will make a certainty of this one. Mays just run in and kick a drop kick, surely. No, he hasn't, but has the 5th goal for Inverleigh now. Nathan Mays has his second at 5-4 Thomson, leading Inverleigh, who are 5 straight, and we've gone 4.5 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
Well, we've always had a bit of a joke about Mays in his attempt to milk free kicks, but I tell you what, he didn't milk that one. He got his head pulled off, and again, it's still a bit of work to do from where he got the free kick. I think he would have kicked it, but there's still a bit of work to do. But once you give that 50, there ain't no work to do. It's a gift. So again, I think he would have kicked the goal anyway, but just the discipline. You've got to be hard, you've got to be tough, but you've got to be disciplined.
So
Back we go in the middle. Tapped out this time. Ball comes out. Tyken runs onto it nicely. Goes into their forward line, low and flat. Kick was probably not intended for Casey Meehan, but it ends up now in the hands of Donahue, who tends the ball back the other way. Cam comes up. That was a great clean pick up as well. Troop boot the ball once again off a step, goes high into the forward line. In front, Knight doesn't take the mark. Try to go back after it. Jacker had it. Needs to feed the ball out. Did so. Templeton and Miles are both there. They win possession. Templeton kick was smothered. Goes back towards Donahue. Ball is tapped out. Did he lift that? I thought he did. Into the hands of Cam, round the body, back towards the goal square. Crowley comes out, looks up, goes straight down the middle of the ground. Great kick, finds Paddy Burke. So Paddy Burke now plays on, and he's going long also. Out towards Warren, got plenty of time and space, takes the mark. Wants to go and go quickly. Long. Dixon's going to be the target. That's where he's gone to. Dixon out, couldn't take the mark. Ground level, ball's picked up. Tackle is laid. Handball comes out towards Mays at the top of the centre forward position.
Slipped.
That was a throw.
He threw it.
That was a throw. Ball goes out to Warren. He can't take clean possession of the ball. Ball now runs towards the boundary line. It is over, and we will have a throw in at the 6.5 minute mark. It is Thomson 5-4, Inverleigh 5 straight.
One umpire was running in, so the other one was running back, and I think he might have ran back in a position where he couldn't see it, unfortunately. The player was in front of him.
Good handball. Good handball.
Yeah.
Was slick.
Ball in now, picked up by Love, wrapped up in the tackle.
It's a bit high.
So
No.
the umpire didn't see that one, so we'll have a ball up. Right on the point of the square here. Inverleigh's attacking in. So Troop will go up on his own. Just punches the ball 25 metres down. Cam in front, but the ball bounces sideways. Donahue picks it up, runs through, drives Inverleigh back and forward. Not a great kick off the boot, but a fantastic grab taken back down there by Nick Lynch.
He's been okay too, Lynch.
He's good last week too. So Lynch now driving Thomson forward out in the Cam direction. He's in front. Ball brought to ground by Condi. Lands in the hands of Tyken. Tyken chips the ball over into space. Meehan leads on, puts the hands up. McNally, he gets a free
Chopped.
kick, Meehan, for the chop of the arm. So Casey Meehan.
Well, that's a better kick for Matt. I think his last couple of kicks haven't been great, but that was a better one.
He's looking for the options here. So now he's chipped this one into space. A great looking kick.
Oh,
a
good
good
kick.
lead and a very, very, very good mark. So he kicked that into space nicely, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And you know, when it's congested, you have to weight it perfectly just so he can run on it. Too far, he doesn't get to it. Not far enough, he gets cleaned up. Beautiful kick and good lead and good mark. But I think you already said that. I'm
Just confirming what we already knew.
copying you. Just copying.
That's okay, mate. So Mason Dixon with the ball now. Already has 2 for the afternoon. And distance, what we've seen so far, will not be a problem. And he's put the kicking boots on today, so it'll just put the moz on him, won't it?
Might also put him in front for the first time today, will it?
In comes Dixon now. Kick off the boot is an absolute shocker. Through for a minor score. So he has 2-1 for the day. Inverleigh moved to 5-1, trailing Thomson with 5-4. 8 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
Strange game, isn't it?
It
Two
is a strange
beautiful
game.
kicks up this end and a shocker up the other.
Yeah.
But that's what makes our game so great.
Yeah. Yeah. So, ball to be brought back in now. Down the line, goes over the head of Donahue and marked by, it was a bad kick. Quick kick back into play. I don't know if it was touched off the boot or anything, but they played on straight away rather than set it up. So, ball spills free now. Handball out towards Seligen, who runs out of space. We'll have a boundary line throw in. 40 metres round from the Inverleigh goal. So, Warren's going to do the ruck work against Troop. Ball thrown in. Troop wins that one down. Ball heads back towards the boundary line. Picked up by Haberfield. Can't quite control it. Still in play. Quick little handball up there by Sheedy. Goes to Mitchell. Mitchell goes to Troop in the middle. Troop, as he always does, kicks that. Wow, that's gone 65-metre spiral there. Almost good play. Just overrun it. Kerslake done really well. Kicked the ball forward. One-on-one contest. Goes over the back to Miles. Miles just knocks the ball back towards goal. And has gone through for a rush behind. So, Thomson moved to 5-5, Inverleigh 5-1. We've gone 9.5.
Bloody risky, that.
It was.
Yes, had to back his pace in there. Good kick in, though, and it's taken the Marcus Crowley out on the half-back line. He looks to bring the ball back in the middle of the ground. Kick has to be good. Cations set up, wasn't good, so it's going to come back. Picked up out there. Mitchell, was it? His kick wasn't great, but we'll say that was okay because it's found a teammate in Della. So he's going to look to put the ball long into the forward line once again. Comes out. Mark not taken there by Crowley. Comes to ground. Tapped along the ground. Goes towards Hodgson. Picks the ball up. Can't he? No, he won't. Goes back towards the boundary line. Runs over. And we will have a throw-in which will take place 5 metres around from the behind post.
When I say it's risky, I'll tell you why it's also risky. He hits the ball back there to go. If that bounces and goes out of bounds, that's deliberate. I know it's a quirk in our game, but it is.
So Ruckman go at it. Wilson takes the ball out of the ruck contest. Did that nicely. Kicks out to the half-back line. Ball gets through the contest. Lynch has it. Goes short. And that kick will be okay. Mark will be taken inside 50. And Mitchell with an opportunity. He's going to play on, though, and go across the ground. There's a player out there by himself. And Donahue. Not too sure whether that's a better position to kick from. But Donahue is going to go back and shoot at goal. Donahue stands the mark. Donahue shooting for goal.
Two-man game.
So Charlie Donahue steps in, kicks that goal. Again, that kick wasn't too good off the beat either, and it's a minor score.
They changed the ball at half-time.
Oh, I got no idea. 1-1 to Charlie Donahue. 5-6 to Thomson, though, and they lead Inverleigh on 5-1. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard.
All of a sudden, no one can kick the ball properly.
No. Let's see what Miles can do with it, eh, Grub?
Yeah.
So Miles for Inverleigh now.
If you tell you what, if he kicks it like his old man, he'd be okay.
Just spears one down the middle towards me and does well. Traps it and runs through, picks it up, gets a handball away to Love. Love on that trusty left foot goes long towards McNally. McNally punches the ball away from Lynch, but has given away a free kick in the process for a sling tackle, apparently.
Ah, it can't be that.
That's what the umpire signalled.
But he didn't tackle him.
No. Anyway, Lynch now drives Thomson back forward in the Boyd direction. Gets over the back. Players spoil each other there, brought to ground. Umpire says not going anywhere. Billy McIntosh, the last one to get up. As the rain starts to fall here at Thomson. Ball in the air now. Goes at it. Ball brought down by Cam, only as far as Violet. Violet dispossessed. Umpire says we'll have it again. Ball up in the same spot. So, just over 12 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter scoreboard here. Ball in the air. Knocked down there. Got through all players. Quick little handball out. Million overruns it there. Rosanowski had a chance as well. The umpire has said free kick. Maybe tempers fraying a little bit again. Million will be resulting with the free kick here. So, still just inside his defensive 50. Looney's options down the line. Decides to go in short and finds Tyquin. Tyquin takes the mark. Swings around looking for another option down the field. Just kicks it in hope more than anything. The ball gets over the back. A few Thomson players there. Kelly tried to knock it away. Ball falls in the hands of Knight, who's up the ground at the moment. Wrapped up in the tackle. Not going anywhere. Umpire says that's holding the ball.
I think because he didn't make an attempt, that's what he was looking. He was waiting for him. He was looking at him.
So
I
unfortunately,
don't know whether that's right.
No, it might not.
He was grabbed straight away.
Anyway, ball chipped out wide here, looking for Troop. Troop gets to the front, flies.
It's got to be
get
a free kick to
Yeah,
Troop.
it is. Just has to go and have a little
Yeah, well,
say hello.
don't, because you've got the footy.
You have. So Darcy Troop now kicks the ball long down the line, and it's going to fall well. But Boyd dropped what he probably should have taken there, but he's good enough to recover. Throws on the left foot. That's a great kick. That's a fantastic kick. McLeod leading up the ground. Clean hands, takes a nice grab in front of Jack Filet.
You know, I tell you, I love Troop. He's a character. But I'm just not sure those big bombs are helping Thomson's forward line.
No.
I think he's got to go in a little bit more direct.
It's, yeah.
It's getting good ground grub, but the ground, sometimes it's got to come back at you.
Yeah.
Jackson McLeod now from 45. Comes in, he kicks the ball all right, but just pushes it to the right through for a minor score. So he has his first minor score for the day. 5-7 now to Thomson, 5-1 Inverleigh. We've gone 14 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
They've had plenty of opportunities.
Well, they're
but,
frittering away a bit. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was going to say that.
1-5.
So Miles now will come short to the back pocket. Kick will have to be good, and it is. He's found Cations. Goes down the line now. Went over the top of Filet, but in front is Lynch, and he's going to be taking the mark, so the ball will come back. So Lynch with the ball, and he's looking to go back towards the centre-half forward position. Players, he wants to come at him. Going back, Mitchell. And actually, it was Boyd who was actually protected there by Stoner, I think, just coming behind him.
He was, but I tell you what, he knew that someone could be coming from behind him.
Yep.
His eyes never
Shifted.
left the footy.
No.
And a couple of times I've seen players today just take their eyes off it for a fraction of a second, which makes the mark so much harder. But he never, ever, his eyes never left the ball.
Boyd wobbled one through before. Let's see how this one comes off the boot. Looks a bit better off the boot. Looks a very nice kick off the boot, and it is straight through the middle. He's third of the afternoon. The sixth now for Thomson. They move to 6-7. They lead Inverleigh on 5-1. Buckley's Entertainment second quarter.
Well, again, even in this quarter as the last, if we watch this game without a scoreboard, you would probably think Thomson were winning and winning well. They're starting to break away a little bit now, but it's up to Inverleigh to come back because they haven't frittered their opportunities. They've kicked well. And they've used them when they've got them, whereas Thomson have just frittered a couple away. But that was a real handy goal. But as I say, I think Thomson are leading all over the ground, but it's still only, that couple of goals. So Inverleigh is still in the game.
Corio in front of East Geelong by 2 points. 3-2 to 2-6.
It's bucketing down there
Yes,
too, apparently.
from Tagani. If this bloke over the other side of the ground is listening, can you turn their headlights off? Shining straight into the commentary box. Ball in the air now. So Cam's gone in for a bit of a run against Warren. Ball comes to ground. Really well done. Knight in the middle as well. Goes long down the line. Hands go up. Ball gets through to the back. Hennessy throws it on the boot. No, it wasn't. It was Jacker up forward. Throws it up. Bounce. Ball bounces back over the back. Nearly got it back, yeah. Coming through. He will get it back now. Goes back to Jacker. Great smother there. Fantastic play. Love comes through. Picks it up. Kicks that one on the right boot. That does that well in the end. Condy didn't take the mark, so it went to handball to Templeton. Ball goes out of bounds right in front of the scoreboard here. Thompson's attacking end of the ground.
I reckon he might have got it on the full, but I think it might have just bobbled out and hit the ground.
It did bobble.
It bobbled.
Yeah.
It's not getting any warmer, is it?
Be a knock on.
Here comes that rain. So, ball to be thrown back in. Warren and Stoneham will do battle. Warren wins that one down. Coming through was Condy. Couldn't take it with him. Handball tapped off the ground by Templeton. Picked up now by McLeod. He's tackled and dispossessed, said holding the ball. So Jared Love will take the free kick. And
didn't have a lot of opportunity
I don't
there.
think he did either, mate. But
and tried to get rid of it. So I thought he's a little bit stiff, but that's the way he saw it.
Yep, so Love now goes out wide. It's just floated in the air, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
So Templeton did well to take the mark. Just inside defensive 50 now. Going long down the line. The Dixon direction, but he gets caught out behind. Warren takes a fantastic grab in the front of the pack, almost uncontested. So the ball just dropped a little short there. Maybe that breeze is picking up too, Grub.
It could do. The trees tell you it is.
Yeah, I know. It does. I can't see it through the rain. So anyway, Warren drives Inverleigh forward. No one really home. Knight tries to take a chest mark, punched away from him. Ball hits the deck. Picked up by Russell. Free kick has been picked out here to Inverleigh. So
I never saw that.
No, neither did I, mate.
Thought it might have been nearly take the legs, maybe. I don't know.
So McNally plays on. It's around Mitchell. Drives Inverleigh forward. Ball dropping short again. So free kick. Another free kick paid here. So Mason Dixon standing in front. I reckon that one did drop short again, Grubb, so maybe Thomson do have the win now.
I think I better get the binoculars out because I got to admit, I didn't see a free kick there either.
I probably didn't either, but
But
anyway.
he's a lot closer. Oh,
Anyway.
Thanks, mate. You beauty.
18 and a half minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment second quarter here.
Where's
Town
the
and Country.
donuts?
Town and Country Pizza Oval.
Can't have coffee without donuts.
Oh, you're not a copper, mate. So anyway, Mason Dixon coming, having his 4th shot at goal. This will tell us what the wind's doing.
He's found a donut, Grub.
He has, hasn't he?
Too many anyway.
In comes Dixon. Nice looking kick off
That's
the boot.
better.
Oh, it's just faded away there. So Mason Dixon now has 2-2. Inverleigh moved to 5-2. Trailing Thomson, who was 6-7. 19 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
Hey, mate, Smithy pinched your donut.
He did not.
So fullback kicking in now. I think that's Lynch kicking in. He goes long. It must be favouring the side the way the Thomson are going with at the present time, because that was a great kick out from fullback. Ball gets towards centre wing and runs over the boundary line. So a throw-in will take place out there. Cam in now doing some ruck work. So Troop having a little bit of a spell. Goes to full forward. So that's not a bad option either. I don't mind that.
No, me either.
So the ball now from that ruck contest went towards Tyquin, over the top of it, tries to get the ball out, did so, out the back, and it's cleared away by Thomson. They go back towards Cam at centre wing. He takes a mark just inside the field of play. Yes, says the umpire. Mark will be paid. He now plays on, runs towards, and kicks long into the half-forward line in front, Boyd.
Oh.
No, I thought that was a good pair of hands. Crowley did nicely, goes to McIntosh out the back, went towards his teammate there. Ball goes back towards centre wing. Player runs under it. Back to Cam. Cam doesn't even look, just puts boot the ball. Ends up in the hands of Paddy Burke. So Burke now will transfer play across the ground. Mays in space by himself and can go on the left boot. Further down the field, we'll find Peel. Still on centre wing and just died on centre wing. Looks back inside. Goes towards Donahue. Kick wasn't good, but it's going to be okay because Templeton's there. Went to Paddy Burke. He wasn't expecting the handball. He's going to try and kick the ball off the ground. In the middle of the ground now, the ball is kicked along by Russell. They go back into their forward line. Troop down there. Pushes Filet out of the road, but Filet wins possession of it. Got the handball out the back door. Into the hands there of Miles, who kicks back towards centre wing. Out the back it comes. Into the hands of Peel. Puts the ball down, and umpire said that was incorrect. A tackle, and
Nearly a
David
Kevin
Peel.
Bartlett, you know.
Nearly just about. Looked inside. That's a better kick. Goes into Paddy Burke. Takes a mark across the ground. He's got Condy, and that's where he wants to go. So Condy goes in that direction.
Too much on it.
Yes, and ball has a bit too much on it and runs over the boundary line.
They've muffed a couple in the last couple of minutes, actually.
And we'll have a throw in centre wing, far side of the ground.
Paddy Burke didn't know it was coming to him because he probably shouldn't have given it to him from there.
So the ball thrown back in, Wilson front position. Cam just pushes him out the road. I'm not too sure that was legal either, but ball is kicked off the ground there by Templeton's running back towards the boundary line. Stays inside. Handball goes back to Donahue. Donahue wants to give the handball, but then shapes and goes longer with a kick. That's a great kick. Mark is taken out there by Boyd. So he's outside and he wants to move ball quickly also. Kerslake stands under it. Grozdanovsky's there. Ball comes to ground. Picked up. Jacker, top of the 50-metre arc. Kicks around the body. Kicks long, but not accurate enough. And through for a minor score. Thomson now to 6-8. And Inverleigh on 5 goals, 2. We have travelled just on 22 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter scoreboard.
No
So-
wonder he pinched your donut. It's cold.
So Miles brings the ball in, finds Tyquin. Tyquin still just inside defensive 50. Bell moves for him just here. Chips the ball over the top. Going to get there. Sheedy does really well and fits the ball over the line.
He does those 1%ers, Sheedy, like a tackling, smothering, spoiling. He does them as good as anyone in the league, you know.
How's that donut going, mate? Sounded good when you're trying to talk.
It's cold.
It's cold. So ball to be thrown in.
Best way to eat them, they get dripping the jam.
Yeah. So Wilson reaches over top, wins that one, but it's picked up by Mitchell, gets the handball out to Cam. Cam goes over the top here looking for Major. Major with a bit of pressure on him from Paddy Burke. Paddy Burke does well, but couldn't quite keep it in. Jacko flattens him after the plate and gets a free kick here, Paddy Burke. A little bit of undiscipline there, didn't need to do it. So Burke looking towards me and puts her hands up, and really well done there by Maguire. Knocks the ball away.
I say it every week. Keep the ball in your forward line. The longer you keep it in, a better chance you got a kick in the goal. Then an undisciplined act like that lets it straight out.
Yep.
You've got to cut that out.
Yep. So Cam and Wilson. Cam at the back just grabs the ball out of there, throws it on boot, quick kick forward. Leading in the race there is Bell. Can't quite gather it. 2-on-1. Ball knocked over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary line throw in between the two coaches' boxes here at Town and Country Pizza Oval. 23 and a half minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment second quarter. Ball thrown in. Wilson versus Cam. Cam gets to the front, but Wilson gets the fist out over the back. Jacker left it well there for Sheedy. For Donahue, Donahue butters up really well. That's a bit of a chuck out. Finds Russell. The umpire has seen the throw.
That's a good pick from where he was too. The young
too.
fella. Well done.
Was. So Paddy Burke for Inverleigh goes along. This is 3-on-1. Got to be taking the mark. Billy Cations can't do so. Sheedy gets the ball. Turns around on the right foot. Looks forward. Nice looking kick. Ball hits the deck. Players fighting for it. Cations about to come through again. Couldn't quite pick it up. Ball spills free. Good tackle there. What's the umpire going to say? Hennessy in trouble? Yes, he is.
They got out of that. That was a terrible, terrible decision to go over there.
It was. So, ball wide finds Violet. Violet's kick is smothered off the boot by Kerslake. Done really well there. Ball going to go to bounds in front of everyone. We'll have a boundary line throw in 24 and a half minutes. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter. You could have that 30 seconds of play here, Dale, right in front of us.
Yeah, that would have been a nice spot. That's all right. Actually, it's not that far this side where we sit here. It's not quite a good look the other side. Bruck, one go at it. Ball comes out and it's kicked away there by Major. Didn't travel too far, but he's going to get ball back from a handball. Goes into their forward line now. Troop tries to make the contest, but reading that nicely was Violet. Comes across and he takes the mark. So Violet now has options this side of the ground and don't think he's going to attempt it just at this stage. Once Donahue running past on the outside, he will use the ball from the half back line, go towards centre wing. Kick wasn't great. Jacker comes in and takes an uncontested mark. So Jacker now, he looks to deliver the ball back to where it came from. Goes back in the Troop direction. Ball gets out the back. Hennessy couldn't take the mark. Can win it at ground level, but Crowley picked the ball up. He's tackled now. He might be in trouble also. Umpire's sitting there and he says, yes, that is correct. Incorrect disposal, and the free kick will go to Hennessy. He has won this afternoon, and it will kick from about 25 metres, 45, but probably a bit worse than a 45-degree angle.
Is that the sun trying to poke through?
Yeah. Still don't make it any warmer, though.
Don't like the weather in Geelong. Wait 15 minutes.
So Hennessy 1-1 this afternoon. As I said, kick accuracy is all required here. Comes in, kicks that goal. It looks okay off the boot. He likes it, and so does everybody else. He has his second of the afternoon, and the seventh now for Thomson. They moved to 7 goals 8. Inverleigh 5 goals 2. Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard. We have gone probably 26 and a half.
Come on, beautifully, Dale.
Got to hold your breath a little bit.
You know, he was a bit stiff there. He had the ball to come out, and then it just props. As a backman, you can't let it go. You've got to double dip and have another go. So you're probably still in possession, and yeah, the umpire got it right. You had to pay a free kick, but it was just one of those ones in today's footy where he's a little bit stiff, but he had to go for it. If he doesn't go for it, a Thomson player picks it up and kicks a goal. So he has to go for it, and unfortunately, as I say, right decision, but a little bit unlucky. But that doesn't matter. That's all it takes. And now, nearly a 3-goal break. Inverleigh have to do something.
So Cam versus Wilson. Cam wins that one down. Picked up by Knight. He's dispossessed. Free kick to Meehan for too high. Nearly dispossessed his head. So he gets a handball across really quickly to Billy Cations. Cations driving it forward. Saligin in front. Takes a fantastic grab under pressure.
Is he the best centre-half back in the comp?
Oh, comfortably, mate, comfortably. So he chips the ball over now. Finds Cam.
Anarchy 8 straight lead Belmont Lions 7-1.
So Cam now. That's a monster kick. Kicks from one end to the other. What's the umpire blowing and whistle?
Siren.
Jeez, that one's gone 27 minutes. Dale, 7-8. We have 7-8-50 Thomson leading Inverleigh 5-2. 32. Got some goal kickers for us, mate?
Yes, this stage of the game. Boyd with 3, Hennessy with 2, 1 each to Knight and Donahue, and for the Inverleigh side, 2 to Mays and Dixon, and 1 to McNally. Take a short break, come back. We'll get scores from around the grounds. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
And welcome back, viewers and listeners here at Town and Country Pizza Oval. I've got the score at 7-8, Dale. What do you got the score at?
7-8.
The scoreboard says 7-7 apparently, but anyway, to 5-2-32. Either way, Thomson have either an 18-point lead or a 17-point lead here at half-time. Both sides have just come back out onto the ground. Grubby, are you playing with your phone, are you?
Give us a sec.
Rightio. Okay. Well, you want me to go through? I'll go through the other scores of the grounds then, shall I? Well, Grubby's getting ready. Aniki, well, that's not hasn't updated. So, Aniki, 8 goals straight, 48, trailing Belmont, who are 8-2-50. Bannockburn, 8-7-55, leading North Geelong, 5-6-36. Winch, 6-10-46, leading Werribee, 3-7-25. And East Geelong, 4-8-32, leading Corio, 3-2-20. I did have one update from the netball, but it only goes to the B grade. So, and that was North Geelong 47 defeated Bannockburn 28. So, waiting for other scores. Grub, give us your thoughts on the first half.
Well, look, pretty entertaining. It's pretty free-flowing. I think it's a better game to watch than last week. Lynchy said at the start of the game he wasn't going to clog it up and do all that, and he definitely hasn't done that. And I don't think he needs to do that because I think Thomson, on paper, are miles and miles in front. On the scoreboard, they're only 3 goals in front. So Inverleigh still have a chance, but I just think Thomson have controlled the game for both of those first 2 quarters. Inverleigh, just in the second part of the first quarter, come back and kicked a couple of goals. And at 5-2, they've used all their opportunities and they've done very well, whereas at 7-7, Thomson could be quite a further bit in front. But that's good for us because it means that the game's not over at half time. And if Inverleigh can come out and play the first 15, 20 minutes like they did in that second quarter for the last 10, then this can be a really, really good game. But I just think at the moment, Thomson have control. They've got more of the footy. They've had more shots for goal. They've had 14 shots to 7, so they've had double the shots. And I just think unless Inverleigh can really find something here at the start of this quarter, I think Thomson could run away with this, but let's hope not.
Well, obviously the result at Bannockburn, with Bannockburn 4 goals up, puts a bit more acid on Inverleigh, doesn't it, mate?
My word, it does. I said before the start of the game, don't wait for those last 3 games that you should win. Get in and win today. But I just think Thomson, they've just been a little bit better at it at this stage.
All right, well, play is about to get underway here. Players just moving into position. Spectators have been cleared, so...
Thanks to Thomson for the lunch. It was magnificent. That calamari was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I don't eat fish.
Me neither, normally, that it was that good. I ate the whole plate.
Let's look at the Inverleigh ruckman, Matty Tykeman. What's going on here? There's only...
A free kick. There you go.
There's only 2 people in... Oh, they must have known that. That must have been from the thing that happened right at the end of the quarter, was it?
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter because Meehan picks the ball up, swings on his left boot, puts himself in and out of trouble. Did get boot to ball. Mark not taking it to the centre half forward position. It's sitting underneath now. Players need to get the ball out. Umpire circles. He's let play go. Now he's got to come in because the ball is not going to come out of there. And there will be a ball up which will take place.
So they knew they were going to get a free kick.
Oh, it obviously did. The way they set up with Matty Tykeman there, ready to take the kick. So he set up as the ruckman so he could use the ball.
The umpire should have made Wilson be in there and take the free kick then, shouldn't he?
Well, the thing is that Matty Tykeman set up as a ruckman, though. Yeah. So they obviously knew. So that's what they did. So ball at centre forward now. Gain ball picked up and pressure comes or is applied straight away. Ball not coming out. Umpire back to take possession. That must have been the push and shove just before the end of the quarter. So the ball has been thrown up there over the top. Cam brings the ball down. It's picked up out there by Cations on the right boot. Goes long back towards the goal square. Dangerous position. Ball is spoiled. Mays missed the ball. Gets out the back. He goes back and wins it. And was tackled without the ball. Then picked up, kicked it goal. And that is just off long. I think that was Burke. And through for a minor score. So Inverleigh this time the first score of the quarter. 5-3 they moved to. We think 7-8 for the Thomson side, but...
well, it doesn't matter because they've actually had the halftime break to change it and didn't.
Yes.
So that's going to have to be the official score now.
Well, that's all right.
Let's hope they don't win by a point.
I've got 8 anyway. Is what it is.
That's it. Not our concern. We need to call the game.
Well, it is our concern if they win by a point.
Well, it won't be because they'll have to make the decision on what goes on. It's not us. But
what can happen there? Do they take that off the video then if there's a complaint?
Oh, I suppose if you wanted to take it that far, you could probably go
Well,
back
you might have to if
it's-
two sides trying to make the finals.
Well, it would be. You're right. Yeah, if Inverleigh need the win, that's exactly right. So the ball thrown up, and it's this time Cam, probably front position, gets the ball back towards the boundary line. Kicked along the boundary. It's deliberate, says the umpire, I think, or maybe out of answer the full, not too sure. Free kick goes to Tyke when he quickly puts the ball back into their forward line. Ball out the mark, good strong mark,
That's
and that was
a great
Salajan.
mark. Who else would
Just
do that?
manoeuvred his opponent under the ball there and took the mark. Goes back outside. Jacker doesn't take the mark. Ball gets through the back. Cam is there to pick the ball up. Does so. Little chip up over the top. That was also good. Hannessy's in front and he takes the mark. Right on centre wing. Far side of the ground from where we sit, and he just puts the ball into the half-forward line. Violet read that nicely, come up early and takes the mark. So he's now got the ball on the half-back line. And normally the chip across the ground would be the way to bring it out, but he decides to go down the line, just over the top of Tyquin's head, going through. Paddy Burke tried to pick the ball up. He left it behind as well. Ball comes through. Yeah. Again, this time the ball goes back towards Hodgson. Trapped nicely there by Boyd. Well, actually, he didn't have hand on the ball completely. Comes out of the contest now, runs back towards the boundary line. Jacker runs onto the ball, picked up. Conti tackled. Ball goes towards McIntosh. He again tries to go back and win it again. Kerslake has it. Ball comes out of the contest. Umpire said there's a free kick for a hold. Looks like Jared Love will be the recipient. So again, still on the half-back line. So Inverleigh defending strongly at the present time. No options across the ground. He'll have to go short. That's okay. Mark will be taken out there. Billy Mack's there. McIntosh now looking to give the handball back, but didn't give it to Love as he went past. Decides to kick the ball himself. Goes long. Down towards Wilson. In front, Cam doesn't even try to take the mark. Ball comes out the front to Peel. Peel to Tyquin. Into the forward line. Kick was spoiled. Goes back. Well, McNally burst through the contest. Pushed off. Did that very, very nicely. Goes out wide. Cases will take the mark and go back and shoot for goal.
He's been very good, McNally.
Been strong.
I don't think I can remember seeing him play that much footy, but by crikey, he's impressed me.
I had a chat to, there was a thing in Logan Haberfield being, cited in the MRO, and they reckon it was McNally that pushed the bloke over, and Logan went to pick him up. That's in the umpire seen.
Oh, right.
So, talking to his dad, Sean, before.
So Billy Cations now, a little venture forward, looks at goal, kicks that goal, and that looked good off the boot, and it will be a goal. He gets the first of the second half. Inverleigh moved to 6 goals 3. They trail Thomson 7 goals 8. And it is the Granny Stock and Sports third quarter scoreboard.
That was a really, really needed goal. I think if Thomson get the first goal of this quarter, it's all catch up all the way home for Inverleigh. I'm not quite sure they could have done it, but getting that first goal, and not just getting the first goal, but the really good football leading up to it. And that's, you get confidence when you start playing good footy, and that's what Inverleigh did then.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So it is Wilson in the ruck against Cam. So ball in the air now. Both go to Cam, wins that one down. It's a good tap down to Mitchell. Mitchell goes across to Jacker. Jacker looks up forward, looking for Knight. Not a great kick off the boot. Miles does really well. Kicks the ball off the ground. Hodgson runs onto it. Slips over as the crucial time. It's still good enough to get a handball out to Knight. Knight picks it up now, looking at options. Goes to run around. No, he can't. Mate has a bounce. The ball comes back to him. Now he turns around, kicks it into the hot spot. Troop versus Violet. Violet done well again. Brought the ball to ground. Tyquin there to help out. Goes to Donahue. Donahue handballs the ball over the top. Finds Violet again. Feeds it out towards Donahue again. Just taps it forward. Wrapped up tackle. Not going anywhere. 50 metres out from the Thomson goal here. So played around with it a bit there. But they've still managed to get it out.
See Big Larry in there at half time. He'd be a bit. Who's he bagged for here today?
Inverleigh. Thomson. Inverleigh. He's Inverleigh sponsorship manager. Ball comes in over the back, picked up by Cations. Does really, really well. Feeds the ball out. Long kick down line. Mays, great hands. He's got runners beside him. Goes to Peel, finds him. So David Peel now for Inverleigh. Long down the line. Mean into the hole on his own. Done really well. There's a great kick by Peel there.
It was. It gave nobody a chance.
I reckon the sun's getting in their eyes going that way. Because the ground is a funny shape like that, isn't it?
It did then. And I asked Larry who was bagging for, and he said Thomson.
Yeah, he probably
did?
Yeah, he loves Thomson.
He does love Thomson. He does a sponsorship for Inverleigh.
He don't care about that.
So Casey Mean will be kicking from just inside 50 here, probably 45. 45 to Greenville. Nice view from where we sit. Should be more of this. So in comes Mean. All leaves the boot and just pushes it to the outside. Minor score to me, and he's first for the day. The fourth for Inverleigh. They moved to 6-4, trailing Thomson, who are 7-8. So 10-point in the margin now. We've travelled 7 minutes.
That was
Granny
pretty
cycling
critical.
sport.
You really need to kick that.
You've got to kick
it's
those.
a kickable goal.
Yeah, you do have to kick those. So anyway, Lynch brings the ball back in for Thomson. Nice kick, almost a centre wing. Wilson flies, but there's going to be a free kick for an off-the-ball incident there to Saligan. So again, been very, very good grub.
Yeah. He won't be getting it in for 2 weeks in a row, though.
No, he won't be. So Saligan goes along down the line looking for Cam. Cam worked well to get to the front. Hodgson just there on his own, picks it up, runs to 50. Short little kick into Boyd. Boyd with those very strong hands. Finally got one to stick. He's had about 6 goes at it.
Well, I tell you, that was brilliant work by Cam.
Yep.
When he got in the middle of those 2 blokes, he didn't really try to take the mark. He just shielded the ball and it went straight to Hodgson, who was in the right position like a true Rover should be.
Yep, seems to have recovered from that knock, mate. So Boyd coming in now, has 3 for the afternoon already. It's not a great kick off the boot again, Dale. So that's Lucas Boyd misses there. So 7-9 now, 6-4. 8 minutes gone. The Granny Cycling Sport third quarter.
And it was a beautiful pass too.
Oh.
No?
Leaded that all day.
Miles brings the ball in, goes straight down the ground. Troop and Cam to spoil each other. Tycoon, front and centre, got the ball, and it goes back, and the mark has been taken out there by Saligan. Not too sure why the umpire called play on, but it's gone back in quickly, and Cam, lucky enough, has taken the mark. So he's now looking to give the ball long and flat into the forward line. Crowley comes across. That's a good mark, and he will settle things down, although he decides to go across the ground. Donahue in space by himself. Takes the ball now for Inverleigh and looks to chip the ball up over the top in space. I think that's Templeton out there on the far side. Brings the ball back in. Made Tycoon had to go back and collect it, but was able to do so. And he now brings the ball across the ground. That's a better looking kick. Ball goes back to Crowley. Crowley down the line goes to Miles, and Miles takes the mark outside 50 now. So they've been able to maintain possession of the ball. Chips back inside, dangerous. Missed Grozanowski. Handball goes back inside. Missed Crowley. Goes towards Tycoon. Handball's outside to McIntosh. Over the top he goes, and he will find Burke in the middle of the ground. He plays on. Chips in towards centre forward. Great kick, great lead.
Another great kick.
And David Peel comes up and takes the mark. And this guy can finish.
Yes. Why do you persist on calling him Crowley?
Crawley, Creepy.
I mean, you don't like it when people call you Smythe,
I answered anything now.
even though it's got a Y in it. It's Crawley.
It's got no E, though.
Crawley.
No, Crawley.
Peel comes in, kicks long. Does he kick straight? No, I don't think so. Minus
on him,
score. 6 goals, 5 now Inverleigh. 7-9 to the Thomson side, although 7-8 on the board. And we have gone almost 10 minutes. Looks like it will be kicked in again. This time is it Saligan?
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing the kicking in work. Runs, carries, not undecided now. Puts himself under a little bit of pressure. Chips the ball out wide. Good lead up. And Donahue takes the mark for Thomson. Outside forward 50. A little one over the top again. Mark also good. So they move the ball nicely.
Maguire in those green boots.
Yeah. Haven't called him a lot today,
No,
but
not
I
today.
may have missed him a bit. I'm not too sure.
No,
but
I don't
Maguire
think so.
goes down the line. Gee, that's a good kick, but the contest had to be made by McLeod and was. Ball comes to ground, picked up. Hannessy, good look inside. And Hodgson has the ball once again. His chip goes in forward again. It's a great kick towards Jacket, just a little bit short, picked up by Haberfield. Kicks back into the middle of the ground, and that is also a good kick. Had Love in space, goes inside with Peel by hand. He chips the ball high into their half-forward line. Yeah, actually, the only one that went for the mark there was Meehan. And he's in range. I'm not too sure why he's looking to move the ball on. Go back, have some confidence, kick the goal.
Well, I think there was a couple of blokes running down the side, and I think Caseyman looked at him as if he was going to go to him when he was never, ever, ever going to do that.
Hasn't got a right foot, mate.
No.
You had to kick it on the right foot to get to him.
Yeah, I'll look like I'm going to go, but no, I'm going back and try and redeem myself from the last one.
That's it.
And I think that's the right move.
Similar distance. Kick is better. No,
Not
he's hung it
much.
to the same side. And another minor score there. So they move now Inverleigh to 6 goals, 6. Thomson on 7-8. And 11.5 gone. Buckley's Entertainment. No, it's not. It's the Granny Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Go and get yourself a De Grande cycle bike because they are the best.
You get yourself one, mate. I'll happily drive.
Yeah, I will too.
You won't drive anymore, Dale. Lynch bring the ball in now for Thomson. Plays on. Drives it long out to the wing here. Another great kick in, looking for Cam. Cam takes a fantastic grab. That's a strong mark, isn't it, Grubby?
Yeah, it is. It's a real good mark. A Routley's mark of the day contender.
So Cam goes back long in the Boyd direction. Well done there by Miles. Brought the ball to ground. Tapped it forward off bounce off boots. Comes back the other way. Donahue tries a quick kick. Doesn't go anywhere at all. Tackle there is Hannessy. Wrapped up now. What's the umpire going to say? You had an opportunity. So free kick here to Inverleigh. So Crawley now to go long. He does just that. Haberfield in the middle is probably his target, but doesn't quite get there. Ball hits the deck. Knight with a quick amble over the top in front of McLeod, but he's chopped off by Mitchell. Mitchell goes back to Maguire. Maguire goes in short. That's a fantastic set of hands there. So.
Little Mitchy Hodgson, is it?
It is. It is. Look for the claret.
He must be getting on a bit too, isn't he?
Well, he hasn't grown any.
I think he's got about 6 kids.
7, hasn't he?
I don't know, 6 I think he
He's
told me.
Got a few. No power at his place. So Mitchy Hodgson now. Be kicking from about 40 metres out. Slight angle. And he comes now. Ball leaves the boot. Little 9-iron. Has it got the distance? I don't think it has. The ball is rushed through for a minor. Yeah, just rushed through for a minor score there. So 7-10 to Thomson. 6-6 to Inverleigh. We've gone 13.5. To Greeny Soccer Sport, third quarter. So Miles for Inverleigh with the kicking in duties again. Look to go short and does. That's barely the 15, but finds Donahue. Still deep in the back pocket. So Buck Donahue now. Looking at his options. Doesn't have too many. Comes out wide. It might be too wide, is it? No, I reckon no. The umpire said no. Grosvenossi's taking the mark just inside the line. He was almost going to call it. They've gone from one back pocket to the other now. He comes long down the line. McNally direction, but it's a 2-on-1. Knight flies at the back with one hand, falls over to Sheedy. Sheedy fends off one hand, then that's if that's a throw or if it's got to be a throw in.
Throw.
Yeah,
I actually thought it went over the line, but anyway. McNally with the free kick now. Plays on, goes in short, looking for Casey. Goes over his head, lands in the hands of Major. Major straightens up, goes in towards the Boyd direction. Ball goes over the back. So picked up there by Condi, sorry. But Boyd ends up with it in his hands. Touched off the boot, lands in the hands of Hodgson, who can't quite get there.
I thought he was going to headbutt that through there.
Another rush behind. Thomson moved to 7-11. 6-6 to the Inverleigh side. 14.5 gone. The Green Cycling Sport, third quarter.
Good contest out there by Cam.
Yeah,
Hodgson,
he jumped about 3 foot in the air, which made him 5'1". Says Grubby.
There's not many blokes you can look in the eye. He's one of them.
He's one.
So Cam and Warren doing the ruck work far side of the ground. Both players go at it. Ball comes to the front. It was a nice clean pick-up. I'm not too sure who it was that picked the ball up, but it was tackled straight away. Umpire will come in and take possession of it. Looks like Matty Teichmann's giving the ball back to the umpire. Very clean off the contest there. So going with the umpire, ball in the air. Cam this time reaches up over the top, won by Jacker. Little kick forward, didn't travel too far. Loved it nicely, kept it in the field of play, into the hands of Teichmann, brings the ball across the ground. The kick will have to be good, and that was well taken there by Templeton.
It wasn't that good, but it was a great mark.
Templeton's done that nicely, and I think he's done the ankle coming down too by the looks of it. He's a bit reluctant to get to his feet. Hobbling out of the road.
Gee, that spells trouble from him. I think he's been playing pretty well too.
Yep.
So Miles now, he kicks out wide, and that's a good kick out there to Cations. Actually, it's Burke and goes along the boundary further. Mark taken out there by Peel. So he's now got the ball. He wants to go on with it, plays on now and goes long. Again, that kick not great off the boot. Seligen goes back with the flight of the ball and takes the mark. Troop just on the ground, did that nicely, comes on, will take the mark. Can play on if he wants to, does so now, kicks long. Goes in towards Boyd, but the only one that went for the mark there was McIntosh. He takes the mark. Little chip sideways, also went to find Teichmann and did. So Teichmann now just defensive side of his centre. Not too sure where he wants to go, so he goes short. Kick will be okay. Love in space by himself. So again, just attacking side of centre this time. Miles just cruising past, but
it should be
he's
called
not too
to play
short.
on.
Will now, says the umpire, so he goes longer into their forward line. Mark.
Oh, it's paid.
It has been paid.
Free kick.
And it's Paddy Burke. And again, another bloke that can kick a football at goal.
Every time you say that about someone, they kick a point. So I'm going to ask you to refrain from doing it, will you?
Paddy Burke's got no chance whatsoever.
And that's what Mitch did.
Rightio, Mitch.
So this could close things right up here. Burke to kick from about 45. Same angle. Goes long. But unfortunately, left at left. To the left.
To the left, to the left.
6-7 to the Inverleigh side. They've had plenty of opportunities this quarter. Thomson on 7-10. And 17 minutes gone, third quarter.
1-5. Sammy Jacker with the ball now. We know he can kick a footy a long way. He's played on. Gained another 15 metres. Kicks the ball out the wing. Jackson McLeod, the target here. Brought to ground well. Rode by Sheedy. Sheedy on the right boot. Go long looking for Boyd. 2-on-1 contest. Both players fall over there. Picked up by Donahue. Donahue now has time to look around. Gets around McIntosh. Throws it on the boot. Heading towards the goal square. And back there is Troop, who takes...
Stay there. Woo, woo, woo.
I was about to say he's going to play on then, wasn't he?
He was.
He was about to play on. We know Troopy's like to do the unbelievable, but this time he's going to go back and have a shot from about 10 metres out. Kicks it into the kindergarten, and another goal there for Thomson. So against the run of play, I would suggest 8-11 now to Thomson, 6-7 to Inverleigh. Troop as his first for the game. And we've gone 18.5 to Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter.
Well, a couple of things. I suppose Inverleigh have had the ball a fair bit this time and kicked
1-5.
1-5. And Thomson take it down and kick it straight away. Gives him another couple of goals, 2.5 goal buffer.
That hurts.
But with Troop, he's not quite playing as well as he did last week. So to get down there, take a good mark, don't give it away, son. Bang it through. It gives him the confidence to try and reach last week's standards.
He was going to play on. So Wilson and Cam in the middle now. Ball up in the air. Wilson wins that one down towards Love, but picked up by Mitchell. But he's wrapped up by Love immediately, but it gets a handball out. Cam does really well, picks it up, throws it on the right boot, drives Thomson forward again. But he's going to beat everyone, go out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary line throw in just outside the forward 50. Thomson's attacking zone. As the Rucks work their way over. Got Wilson and Troop this time, do battle. Wilson works to the front. It's a short throw, so he just grabs it out of the air. Handball's over his head to nowhere in particular. So coming through there was Cam the other way. Gets it to Troop. Troop just drives Thomson forward to a 3-on-1 contest. And when the one is Mitchie Hodgson, not going to do too well in the air. The ball comes over the top to Cations. He has a bounce. Goes long down the line. Nice looking kick out in front. Good hands. Comes down. McNally done well there. The ball has beaten everyone over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary line throw in right in between the two coaches' boxes here. So 20 minutes ticked over. The Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter. Wilson and Cam to do battle. I don't understand why the boundary have to go in so far. Anyway, ball's then Wilson done really well. Tapped over the back to Meehan. Meehan on the left foot. Drives Inverleigh forward. Gets over the back. Punched away really well there. Was by Cam. Josh.
Well, I'll tell you. There was a note went out from Jock during the week saying a lot of new young boundary umpires. So they will come in to make sure that all throws make the contest, and that's pretty much what's happening.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a sec what I meant. But anyway, ball thrown in now. McNally does really well. Throws it on the right boot. And, touch on the line. Kept in play here. Picked up there by Dixon. Tries to get a handball away. Wrapped up. Ball almost a try there over the boundary line. No, I was saying that why do they have to throw the ball into the centre of the ground? Why can't they throw it from the boundary line to 10 metres in here? What does it matter?
Oh, they've always done that, though.
Anyway.
I don't know why either, by the way.
Anyway, ball up in the air. Warren wins that one down to McNally. McNally on the right, on the left foot this time has kicked one. He's had a very good game. So Kieran McNally has his second, the 7th for Inverleigh. They moved to 7-7, trailing Thomson 8-11. We have gone 22 minutes to Grandy Cycling Sport, third quarter.
I don't know how many times I've said this, but that's a crucial goal to keep them in the game. Sooner or later, if they're going to win this game, they're not going to have to kick a crucial goal to get closer. They're going to have to kick a couple of goals to get in front. and they just can't quite crack it. They get within a goal or so, and then Thomson kick one. They've got to try and put 2 and 3 together and put the pressure back on Thomson.
So back in the middle we go once again. Ball thrown in the air. Cam up over the top. Wilson did nicely. Got the ball down towards Meehan. Shrugs his tackle. Got out of there now. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson's a Tyquin on the right boot. Quickly back into the forward line they go again. Dixon in front. Doesn't take the mark at ground level. Ball ends up towards Sheedy. Sheedy runs back towards goal. Doesn't concede and kicks the ball. It was actually smothered off the boot there by Dixon. Went back and collected it. Got the handball outside. Again now at ground level. They're working hard in Inverleigh.
Oh, that could have been high. There.
And it was, says the umpire.
They both paid it.
And again, the controlling umpire again had that, so it's going to be a free kick.
Well, in that situation, I don't care who pays it. From what I saw, it was a free, and it's been paid.
So McNally once again will have another opportunity. Has 2 for the afternoon.
And been very impressive too.
Yes.
Where's he from, Smithy?
I'm not too sure. Maybe one of the kids coming up. I'm not too
Oh,
sure.
he just mozzed himself.
And he's has 2 goals won this afternoon. So 7-8 now to Inverleigh. They trail Thomson on 8-11. 22 gone, almost 23 gone. So
when you're playing that little catch-up, you can't afford to miss them.
That was a
you
lazy
have
kick.
to kick them.
That was a lazy kick.
2-6 in this quarters. Had it been 6-2, different game altogether. So it's going to be brought back into the field of play. Seligen goes long and goes very long outside. McLeod up, mark not taken. Ball comes to ground. Hughes arrives. The ball is kicked off the ground. Tyken's going to be in the right spot. Handball was a little bit too strong. Went back and collected it. Went out the back by handball. Ends up in the hands of Knight. Handballs goes wide. Hennessy goes long into the forward line. Mark not taken out there again at ground level. Boyd went after it. Actually did pretty nice. He got through the contest, but couldn't pick the ball up cleanly. Goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw-in. Takes place in between centre wing and half forward. This time at Thomson's attacking end.
McNally has played for Ocean Grove and Newtown.
Okay. Seniors?
Oh, I didn't look that hard into it, mate.
So the ball now thrown up in that ruck contest, comes to the front, working out of there as Mitchell, got the handball outside to Hennessy again. Kick goes long into the forward line, and Crawley did that 90.
That time you got it right.
His kick was dangerous, but it's turned out okay because Tyquin has the ball. And he now goes longer back towards centre wing and a grain off a one-step kick. That's a great kick into the hands of Meehan. So Meehan now, defensive side of centre wing. He's not too sure where he wants to go. He's got an option outside and will use that player. Love goes on the left boot, goes into their half-forward line. In front, Seligen couldn't take the mark, went back after it. Sits over the top now, picked up by Dixon. He is tackled. Umpire said no prior opportunity there. Let's have a ball up. So it's on the forward 50. This time Inverleigh's attacking end. So troops down there now. Over the top was Warren. Ball runs out towards Mitchell. Handball comes back inside. Not picked up, but Love did it nicely. Puts the ball back to a dangerous position. Snezkov has the ball. Now there's a free kick being given. And it's going to go to Thomson.
For a hold.
It was a hold, was it? Well, I didn't see that, but anyway. So now Kelly goes out and goes long. Ball out the back. Cam didn't take the mark. Hennessy wasn't tackled.
I don't know what he was trying to do.
Said Wilson gave him the old karate kick there or something, but it doesn't matter. It's gone to Cam now on centre wing. So Thomson just slowing things down at the present time. He now decides to go a little bit longer. Ball holds up in the wind a little bit there, I would have thought. Gets out the back. Donahue had it. It wasn't a clean click at the ball. Hodgson comes in. He is tackled, and again, umpire will come in. So as we hit the 26-minute mark, it is 8-11 Thomson, 7-8 to Inverleigh.
So ball in the air. Troop goes up uncontested. Went to tap it, then tried to grab it out of the air. Then it falls to Major. Major goes long, but Crawley comes out and takes the mark. So now his options. Goes to the far side with a short-looking kick. Not a great kick in the end.
Shocking
Turned over
kick.
to Hennessy. Hennessy goes in short.
Stay there, mate.
What's going to go? Jacko was going to go then.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's not a necessity for Inverleigh to kick another goal. Hang on.
Quick handball on the Knight. Knight goes from outside 50. Nice-looking kick, but at the back there again. Been very good so far, Crawley.
But more
takes them up.
importantly, they don't want to give one more away.
No, they don't. They don't. So the ball bounce avoids Love, but Condi comes in to help out, wrapped up in a tackle. What's the umpire going to say? Held to him. So we'll have a ball up. Just on the 50 here. Thomson's attacking zone. Ball in the air. Wilson and Troop do battle. Neither of them really win that one, but it comes out wide. Quick handball over top from Tyquin. Goes to Peel. Peel on down the line. Sheedy's coming back. The ball goes over his head. Bell stands his ground, done really well. Paddy Burke there to lend assistance. Could have been legged there. The umpire said no. And he's just handballed the ball out. And should have got a free kick for a trip, but ended up getting a deliberate paid against him.
This kid's done a terrific job, but he missed a bad one then.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter where the tackle starts. If it finishes on the legs, it's a leg.
And there it is, Siren. 27 gone. No, so us, Thomson 8-11, 59 leading Inverleigh 7-8-50. Goal kickers, please, Dale.
Goal kickers this stage of the game for the Thomson side, 3 to Boyd, 2 to Hennessy, 1 each to Knight, Troop and Donoghue. And for Inverleigh, 2 each to Mays, Dixon and McNally. And 1 to Billy Cations. We're going to take a short break and have a think about what's gone on in the first 3 quarters. Grubby will come back and let us know what's going on fully, won't you, Grub?
I'll try.
Yeah, we'll listen to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
viewers and listeners. We've been told it's 8:10:58. The umpires waved it off. The 4 people had it to kick 2-6 in that quarter. But anyway, 8:10:58 to 7:8:50. Around the grounds quickly. Anarchy 57, Belmont 52, Bannockburn 78, North Geelong 40, Winch 82, Werribee 45, 11:16 Winch had kicked. East Geelong 60, Corio 33. Netball, A-grade only score got half-time. Bannockburn 27, lead North Geelong 17. Grubby thoughts?
Oh, is that the only netball score you
That's
got?
the only one I've got, mate.
Well, I asked this morning, so I'll ask
I heard
again.
you.
Please, if you got some netball scores, we need to read them out. Send them in, please. Thoughts? What a good game of footy.
I love sincerity.
No. Neville's asked me to say that
He
more
has.
properly, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
But we can only read them out
If we get them.
if you
we get
send
'em.
them in. So please send them in. Look, wonderful, wonderful game of footy. I'm really enjoying this. It's end to end. There's only 8 points in it. 7 or 9, we believe. But that quarter, I thought Tycon was better. Cations, Wilson, Burke, and Filet. I'll have to cut it short because I think Sheedy, I like Sheedy's work. Boyd, Cam did a few things. And Darcy Kelly, and of course, back to Kieran McNally from Inverleigh. Great last quarter coming up. Don't change the dial. Listen to this.
Ball in the air. Ball comes out of that contest. Wilson out the back, went to his teammate in Love to Tycon, and again the ball goes quickly back into their forward line. Meehan leads in the race for the ball. Lynch from behind. Ball comes out of that contest. It's McNally, I think, that was tackled, and that was incorrect disposal. That was a good, strong tackle.
Yeah, he tried to get a boot to it, but
He was trying to do the
failed.
right thing, yes. Unfortunately, the attempt didn't match the effort, but now Cam goes out wide, and that's probably got a little bit too much on it.
Yeah.
It goes over the boundary line and out of bounds on the full, and that was Josh kicking that ball.
I think they've got most things right again, the umpires today. I don't think there'll be any complaints about those blokes. They've done a pretty good job.
Just waiting now for the ball to come back on the ground, which has now reappeared.
Umpire's going to get a touch. Oh, handball it, mate. That's a throw.
Melbourne Storm style out the back.
Yeah. Or Paddy Burke style up here. Throw up here.
Yeah, out of the pack. So it's Filet now. Quick, low kick goes in. Mark not taken
gotta
out
get a
there.
push there.
Mitchell merges with the ball, decides to take a bounce. Ball comes back and he goes long into the forward line. Kick wasn't great going forward, but it's found its target. Hannessy did that nicely. Got round one. Wants some options.
Hello.
But now he's run over the boundary line, says the umpire.
Yeah, the boundary. Oh, the goal
The
line.
goal
umpire's-
umpire picked it.
The
So
goal
well done,
umpire's already
son.
done. Yep.
Yeah, well done. Because everyone else was sort of too far away to pick it, but the goal umpire right on the spot.
So we're going to have a throw in right beside the scoreboard here. Thrown in by the umpire. Troop just pushes his opponent out
allowed to do
of
that.
the ruck contest, and then his kick was smothered, so the ball hasn't travelled too far. Ball is cleared away, goes back towards centre wing, and Knight has taken the mark. So Knight will put Thomson back into attack, runs and carries, kicks the ball low, goes into their forward line. Boyd over the top of his head, out the back. Cations left it behind, picked up there. Hodgson has a look at him, but
he
missed
just missed it.
to the left-hand side once again. So 8-12 now to the Thomson side, 7-8 Inverleigh. And
Almost made a crucial mistake there, young Billy.
yeah, just unfortunately the ball does bounce in funny directions, but it's Miles that brings the ball out, and that's a great kick coming out. Goes looking towards Warren. Up, mark, not taken. Picked up by Cam. Handballs back inside to Mitchell. Mitchell again goes back on the right boot, goes quickly back into the forward line. Kicked off the ground there by Miles, and it will go over the boundary line. Umpire will say, give it back to me. We'll have a throw in.
What a magnificent effort from young little Darcy Kelly up against the big fella. He was going to mark that all ends up, and somehow he got a hand to it and stopped the bigger man from taking the mark.
So umpire again throws the ball back into the field of play. Troop front position. Again, get into the hands there, and it's kicked out by Della. Goes across the ground, so not in the right direction, but it's picked up. Grozdanovsky tackle. Now he might be in trouble here. He's going to be pinged.
No,
Umpire
he's
says
called play on
on.
the umpire.
So it comes out to Boyd. Now he might be pinged for incorrect disposal. It's Tycon that's going to come out of the contest, and he's not going to muck around. He's going to go long outside 50. McNally out there, went for the mark, couldn't take it. Ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. Over 3 minutes gone, final quarter. 8-12 to the Thomson side, 7-8 Inverleigh.
It looked
And
a
Connect tell
strange
them final quarter scoreboard.
decision, didn't it?
Yes, yeah.
But I don't think he had the prior, so I don't mind that if the ball pops out.
So Wilson wins this one down, gets a handball over to Peel. Peel goes long down the line. Tycoon tackled probably without it, but ends up feeding the ball back, but only as far as can. That didn't work for him at all, did it? So ball chipped over, finds McLeod. McLeod 55 from his own goal. Boyd calling for it long, but he chips it into space. Nice little kick. Hodgson was a bit run on this, but he won't. Violet's in the way, brings it to ground. Umpire has said too high.
Well, I think he could have got one a little bit earlier than that, so I'm glad he got that one.
Umpire that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Matty
Spot
Tycoon,
on.
you never tunnel ball it and punch it back behind you when you don't know what's there.
Not that way, you don't know.
You're better off trying to force it forward where you can see who's there and what's coming.
So Violet, 30 metres out from his own goal, goes wide out looking for Tycoon. Ball's punched down. It lands in the hands of McLeod again. He goes along the line tonight. Ball knocked out of bounds. We'll have a boundary line thrown about 65 metres around from the Thomson goal. So 4.5 minutes ticking over here. Connectel final quarter here at Town and Country Pizza and Pasta Oval.
You would think Inverleigh have to kick the first goal, don't you?
You would think so, yes. So Wilson wins that one down, picked up by Condy, feeds the ball back into Tycoon. Tycoon's been very, very good. Sheedy done well to trap it, but couldn't quite hold it. McNally drives them forward here. Dixon versus Seligen, one-on-one. Seligen tries to protect the ball, but Dixon attacks it, done really well. Now they're both on hands and knees fighting for it. Dixon grabs it, wrapped up immediately by Seligen. Umpire says, I will have it. So about 40 metres around now from the Inverleigh goal. They done well to move that forward. Mitch Sheedy unlucky, done really well to trap it and then just sort of bounced out at the last second. Ball tapped down. Diving, missing the ball, and Sheedy could get one in the back here, I think. The umpire said that is the way it's going to go. It's up limping. That's not good. He's tough though. So Mitch Sheedy now for Thomson. His options. Decides to go long down the line. Ball dropping short. Tycoon the only one there. Takes an uncontested mark. So drive Inverleigh forward again. Not a lot of movement up there. So he just has to kick it long in the Meehan direction. Dixon gets across as well. Seligen as well. Ball falls to Mays. Mays wrapped up straight away. Feeds a handball out. But Mitchell's done well.
Dropping the ball.
Dropping the ball. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, free kick back for Thomson now.
He actually did milk and duck the head,
Yeah,
and the umpire was awake up to him.
So Lynch now for Thomson to have the free kick. 30 metres out from his own defensive line. Looking to come out towards Knight. So Knight versus Burke. Wilson comes across, but Knight flies high. Can't quite take the mark. Ball hits the ground. Billy Cationsby's wrapped up by Knight in a tackle. The umpire's going to say, dropping the ball. Geez, he attacks the ball hard for a little skinny bloke that night, doesn't he? Play on's the call. Jacker goes long down the line looking for Boyd.
I tell you what, Troopy, I wouldn't tackle him, son.
No. So ball lands in the hands of Tycoon. Tycoon plays on quickly and is a horrible kick. So Donahue chips the ball over the top to McLeod. McLeod takes the mark, plays on, gets round one, throws it on the right boot, puts it into the hot spot in front. Violet brings the ball to ground. Ball still bouncing around, picked up there by Della. Della gets a quick handball out. Still bouncing around here, picked up by Burke for Inverleigh. Wrapped up in a tackle there by Hennessy. Ball not going anywhere. What's the umpire going to say? No, he's let it out. So Billy Cations now. Handballs ball back to Violet. Violet on the left foot. Doesn't quite get much of it, but nearly lands in the hands there of McIntosh. Ball hits the deck again now. Stacks on the mill. We'll have a ball up. 40 metres round from Thomson's goal here. We have gone. It's nearly 7.5 minutes. Connectel final quarter. Ball in the air. Wilson versus Troop. Troop wins that one down. Burke nearly picks it up. Ball falls at his feet. And we're going to have a boundary line throw in. No. We're going to have a ball up. They're letting it go a little bit today, aren't they?
Yeah, and I don't mind that, you know, because there's a chance that the ball's come out a couple of times for play on, which keeps the game moving. They've done a pretty good job, these boys. So
ball in the air. Neither ruckman will get an effective tap. Tycoon does well, picks it up, but pressure on the kick. Kicks it out of bounds on the full. So Thomson will take a free kick. Just outside forward 50 here. Knight with the ball. Just kicks the ball long into the hot spot. Looking for a big pack mark flying up here. Boyd at the front.
Free kick. There's a free kick. Doesn't matter. He's going to Thomson anyway.
He's going to Troop. So Darcy Troop, 10 metres out from his own goal now. Comes in, kicks it, puts it straight through the middle. So 9-12 now to Thomson. 7-8 Inverleigh. We have gone 8.5 minutes. Connect our final quarter.
Well, I tell you what, as you said, we needed Inverleigh to kick the first goal, but they really haven't looked like it. Thomson, they're controlling the game again, and now they have to kick a couple against the run of play, and they haven't been able to get close enough all day. And unless something really special happens, I think that's how it's going to finish. I think they're going to just fall short unless they produce something that their grand final side produced last year. And I can't see it happening, but it's a funny game, football.
Nine 3 to 8-4. Anarchy in front.
They've been in front all
Somebody not
day.
happy over there.
They may hold on, you know. Ball back in the middle of the ground. This time Ruckman go at it. Cam didn't got the ball down. It went to Mitchell, got the handball away to Condi. Condi over the top, went back towards Love. McIntosh trying to get the overlap. He unfortunately couldn't take the ball with him. Ball now is held up. Umpire says, let's have a ball up on centre wing. So just need to be a little bit cleaner coming from the contest, Inverleigh, if they're going to make a charge at it.
And they just haven't quite done it all day, have they, for long enough?
So the ball now thrown up by the Ruckman once again, by the umpire. Ruckman go at it. Cam knocks the ball down. Love tries to force his way through. He is tackled and brought to ground.
I don't think the Ruckman's allowed to throw it up, Smithy.
No, he's not. He's allowed to jump once the ball's thrown, man. You're right, Grub. And ball comes out of that contest. Mitchell taps it to his advantage. Running onto the ball is Knight. Streams through.
Oh,
great tackle
tackle.
there by Cations.
Great tackle. That's holding the ball.
No, he said he handballed it. The
Oh,
umpire said he
no
handballed it.
chance
Sure
in
the
the
handball
world.
it
He
or
ran
not.
20 metres and got caught. That's the best tackle I've seen for a long time. He was away and gone, Knight.
Not rewarded.
That was nearly a ragdoll, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and I think the way it was going, that was a Thomson goal tonight. He was on his way.
No, that's it. One more step through and he was
He
gone.
was on his way.
So
Great
the
tackle.
Ball thrown back in. Cam back to the front of the contest. Knight's there again. Tries to run the ball back towards the boundary line. Kept it in the field of plate. No, he didn't. Umpire said, let's have it back. We'll do it all again. And it's going to be in the same position as the last. Wilson and Cam are doing the ruck work. So this time ball comes out the back. Went to Love and again not clean from the contest. But Hennessy picked the ball up. Kicks the ball back into the half forward line.
No, wants it.
Troop was the only one that actually went to where the ball was going to drop, and he takes the mark. So Darcy Troop, the big fella, thinks he'll be in range, I think, and he'll go back and try and get his third of the afternoon. And this is the benefit of him going forward.
Yes, definitely.
He now has an opportunity from about 45, runs out, gives himself a bit, but that's a shank of a kick. It's going to float to the goal square. Marcus not taken. It's going to be picked up outside. Handball goes to Hodgson off the step, and he's missed again. Not a very good day there, Mitchy Hodgson. He's second behind. So they move to 9-13 now. 7-8 to Inverleigh, and we've gone just on 11 minutes to Connectel final quarter scoreboard.
I'll tell you when it works, Smithy. When Troop goes forward, and if they get beat someone like by Wilson in the ruck, they man up. So the taps become ineffectual and give them a 50-50 chance.
So Miles now for Inverleigh. This goes straight down the middle. The kick. Players contest half back there. Could have been a free kick there to Warren. He was grabbed without the ball. Jacko's quick kick in the air. Going over. Donahue punches the ball forward cleverly. Goes to Major. Major can't quite pick it up. Condi comes through the other way. Does really, really well. Goes long down the line looking for Million. Sheedy come across, sport the ball. Seligen comes through, picks it up, wrapped up in a tackle straight away. Umpire's going to come and say it's my ball. True centre wing, far side of the ground here.
And I think today it's worked because I just don't think Troop was playing that well in the ruck.
No,
If he's playing well in the ruck, you can't do it.
So Cam and Warren. Warren wins that one down to left hand. Major went to go through, but he was blocked in the end. McNally, who's been very, very good, kicks the ball long. And as we say that, it drifts out of bounds and will be a resultant free kick to Thomson, and Stephen Seligen will be the recipient of that one. So, Seligen now. Taking his time. Umpire corner to play on shortly. He does anyway. So, Seligen runs around. Just kicks the ball long down the line again. In front, Cam taking another great grab. He's been very good today,
Yeah,
Grub.
he's been a lot better today, Cam.
Jordan Cam, again, long down the line. Troop has found space. Called out of it there by Knight, who takes a diving mark.
Again, how many's Troop got?
2.
He'd love to get 3 or 4, but when called out, he left it.
did the right thing.
So, he is capable of some really good team footy. He could have gone for that and maybe missed it. But he got called out. He did the right thing.
So Knight now kicking from about 45, runs around, throws it on the boot. The goal umpire comes across and it's through for a minor score. So Knight has 1-3 on the afternoon. Thomson moved to 9-14. Leading Inverleigh 7-8. We've gone 14 minutes. Connect our final quarter.
I reckon there's about 16 or 17 points kicked down that end today. They don't seem to be putting through that end. It's incredible. I might have made that up, a little exaggeration, but they don't
14.
seem to-
14 and then...
Well, there you go.
1, 2,
Crawley!
7-8 points kicked down
Comes
that
out.
end.
Crawley has taken the mark. Plays on now. Umpire says.
Got to go behind your mark, does it? Or
Goes
is it
behind the
going to
mark.
file
It's a free kick to file it, is it? Yeah,
Looks
so it's
like
a
it.
free kick to file it.
Yeah, so Thomson kicked 6 in the second quarter. What's the name? Kicked 6. That's 12, so 15, Grub.
Yeah, they just can't seem to put it through the big sticks down there enough. It's not
So
that
file
windy out there, is it?
No.
No, it didn't seem to be. Although it's probably a bit of a breeze out there. So Violet now decides to play on and go long towards the centre half forward position. Sets Bell a bit of a task out there. He couldn't take the mark. Tries to go back after the ball once again at ground level. Can't win it out of that contest. And it's going to be held up. Umpire will come in. We'll have a ball up, which will take place. So it's thrown up now at centre half forward position or close to. Coming out of that contest, Mitchell and Tykwan are both there, and umpire said, let's have it back. We'll do it all again.
You're right. They're just not clean enough to get close enough, are they,
No.
at this stage? They've only got about 10 minutes to do it.
So ruck contest again. Dixon in doing some work this time. Paddy Burke tries to get it out, but it ends up in the hands of Kerslake. He delivers the ball long back into their forward line. Ball, Crowley did that nicely. Goes out. Picked up by Hodgson this time. Can he have a third go at it? Yes, he will. He's got this one. Mitch Hodgson has his first of the afternoon. And the 10th now.
Have a look at him.
For Inverleigh. 10-14 to Thomson. 7-8 Inverleigh. And I reckon that was a pretty close to a finisher, I reckon, Spider.
I reckon so, mate. I thought the way his luck was going, he was going to hit the point of the ball and bounce back.
Well, I tell you what, he's been bowled over. He's struggled. He's battled. And I tell you what, when he kicked that goal, heaps and heaps and heaps of Thomson players around him. I think they might have injured him again. They grabbed him that hard. That's so wrapped for the kid or the bloke. And I think you might be right. I don't know. I don't think Inverleigh can get back from here.
Not from here, Grub.
Nah.
So Warren and Cam to do battle in the middle. Cam wins it one down quite convincingly. Picked up, wrapped up in a tackle. Ball spills free out the end there. Coming through as Major. Done really well. Then kicked the ball the wrong way. So not the first time I've seen that this year. So it's gone out sideways. Races on for the ball now. Jackson McLeod leads it. Picks it up but runs out of room over the boundary line. And we will have a ball in. True centre wing. Far side of the ground here. Right in front of the Town and Country Pizza Oval sign. So Cameron and Mason Dixon to do battle. So Wilson off the ground again, is he? Anyway, ball comes in. Not a great throw. They'll call it one back, I would have thought. Yes, they will. Did slip out of the hands, I think. So Cam and Dixon to set up and do it all again. That's a better throw. Dixon wins that one down. Not too clearly, though, coming through. Well done there by Mitchell. Coming out was McIntosh. Nearly took a great one-hander. Ball spills free now, bouncing around the middle. Hoberfield gets a quick handball out. Ball lands in the hands of Cations. Cation goes along down the line looking for Snezkov. Can't quite get it, but does well in the end. Grabs the ball, go to handball it out, but chopped off by Cam. Might have been a slide in there from Tykwan, but the umpire said no. Ball bouncing around down there, picked up by Sullivan. He's wrapped up, brought to ground. And we'll have a ball up. Some 40 metres out from, it was actually Kelly who picked that one up, some 40 metres out from Inverleigh's goal. To say they need one desperate, Grub, could be an understatement.
Well, it could be.
Probably is.
Yeah, it is.
Ball in the air now. Warren wins that one down. A quick kick out of the pack here, finds its way to Dalla. Dalla done really well, stepped around one and another one. Now a long kick down the line, looking for Boyd. He sets himself, but going back was followed, done well. But Knight has picked the ball up now. He likes to run, this bloke. Another kick smothered, but he's done well to recover. Hacks it out of mid-air. This is going to work out really, really well. Goes to Troop. Troop goes over top to Hodgson. Can kick another one here. Throws on the boot, and
I
yes,
think
he
he can.
does. Yes, he does. Mitchie Hodgson has his second in a couple of minutes. Not as excited to get to him this time. The 11th for Thomson, 11-14, leading Inverleigh, 7-8. We've gone 18.5. Connect our final quarter here.
Well, if it wasn't over after the last one, it most definitely is now. And obviously the better side on the day is going to run out. Look, Inverleigh have tried hard. They've kept within a couple of goals. They just never, ever quite got close enough to win the game or to get close enough to hit the lead. And Thomson have taken full advantage in this last 10 minutes to put them away.
So umpire now with ball in hand. Mason Dixon doing some ruck work late in the game. Up against Darcy Troop. Ball thrown up. Troop gets the ball down. Jacker puts boot the ball and drives the ball quickly into their forward line. Violet front position. Ball out the back. Picked up there. Hand over the top by Grozdanovsky. Ends up back in the hands of Cam. He goes round the body. It's turning. It's floating. And I tell you what, it has come back a fair way there, and he has got his first of the afternoon. The 12th now for Thomson. 12-14 Thomson. 7-8 to Inverleigh. And the Fat Laddies are gargling very, very nicely at the 20-minute mark of the final quarter.
Well, I tell you what, that's not only the contender, we're getting so late, I think that is the Yards Hotel goal of the day.
I'm glad you picked something for it this time, mate.
Yeah.
Anarchy are a goal in front of Belmont. Bannockburn only 20 points in front of North now. Winch 40 points in front of Werribee. East Geelong, 44 points in front of Corio. So back in the middle now, Troop and Dixon. Troop nearly tried to go that one out of the air. Ball bounces down. Dixon has picked it up. The umpire says a free kick for holding the man. Waiting for the ball to return to Sammy Jacker. Here it comes now. So Jacker right in the middle of the ground here at Thomson. Floodgates could be opening. Here goes short, goes straight over the top. Casey Meehan reads it better, runs onto it, throws it on the left boot now. Long down the line, looking for Snezkov and finds him. So, is there time, Grub?
No.
No. Well, there's plenty of time if you're good enough, but today they're not quite good enough.
So Noah Snezkov coming in now from kicking from 40, runs around, not a great kick off the boot, and it stayed in play. And now it's bounced over the line. So
that was an absolute shocker.
It's been a lot of them, though.
Some are kicking it well. Others, I tell you, it's not
there's two balls out there, Dale. So the ball will be thrown in about 10 metres round from the behind post here. Inverleigh's attacking zone. In it comes. Grabbed out of the air by, or tried to grab the air by Warren, but wrapped up tackle there. Fantastic by Sammy Jacker. Done well not to give away a free kick. Have a ball up.
Well, good luck you two with the votes, because I ain't giving them today, because I've got absolutely no idea.
I've got no idea.
Ball goes in the air now. Troop wins that one. Grabs it out of mid-air. Handballs over to Maguire. Maguire goes to Mitchell. Mitchell goes long down the line. At the back there, nearly has he taken the mark? He has, I reckon.
That was a pretty good effort.
I reckon that's a fantastic grab.
Is that
Lynch?
Lynch?
Is that Stoneham? That's Stoneham.
Well,
I think you're right. No, yeah, it's Stoneham. That's a great grab, wasn't it? No, handball's off. Knight goes long down the line. Boyd out of position there. And the umpire said there's a push, and Boyd will take the free kick. So play on advantage now. Hennessy runs, has a bounce, has a second bounce. Might have a third, but no, decides to have a shot at goal.
And missed it.
And has pushed it.
Oh, no, he's got it. God, he's run to the point post, the ump, but he's got it.
Hennessy gets his third for the afternoon, the 13th for Thomson. 13-14, leading Inverleigh, who are stagnant in this last quarter on 7-8. And we have gone 22 minutes to connect our final quarter.
They keep looking better and better each week. We spoke to Lynchy before the game, and I did say maybe they won't play a big part in the finals. But the last 2 or 3 weeks, they've improved heaps. I still think there's improvement in Boyd and a couple of those blokes. Boyd's been dangerous, could have kicked 6. I think they're going to fire a couple of shots. Don't worry about that. They look like a pretty good side.
Fair enough.
So back in the middle we go. This time Troop, again, tried to take the ball out of the contest, but was tackled straight away by the Rabbit.
The Rabbit, Warren.
So umpire again up quickly, throws it up. Troop again pushes the opponent out of the contest this time, and there's umpires finally pinged him for one.
He lets the push and the backs go.
And now he's got a report.
He's going to report him for a tiny little punch to the guts, I think.
Yellow card. Didn't report him. Just carded him.
Oh, I don't think so. I think he's been reported.
He will be. Will be.
Jeez, there wasn't much in that too. You know, from some of that stuff that happened in the first quarter, That was very, very mild.
He's given him 50 metres and he's only taken them
About 12.
40. Is there a man on the mark? Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah, he's way back there.
further.
It's nearly
I was going to say,
50.
the other umpire, I thought he was the umpire that set the mark, and I thought, geez, that's a bit short. Anyway, Casey Meehan now will come in and kick for goal. And he has wobbled that one through. That wasn't good off the boot either, but it has got the desired effect. He gets his first of the afternoon and the 8th for Inverleigh. They are moved to 8-8, trailing Thomson on 13-14. 24 gone. Connect tell, final quarter scoreboard.
I just can't see the reasoning in it. You've won the game. You give a tiny little tap, and people will say, like me, will say, oh, gee, there wasn't much in that. But there's no need to do it. There's just no need. You've got to try and curb that. Because if you do that in a final, when there's only a couple of goals or a point the difference or whatever, you can lose the game for your team. And you don't want that. He's a very, very good player, and he's going to be instrumental in their finals push. But you don't want him doing that, because all the good things he does gets taken away by a couple of those silly little bad things. You never hurt anybody. It's just silly to do. You've got to stop that, mate.
So Warren and Cam in the middle now. Ball in the air. Cam wins that one down. Not effectively. Love kicks it off the ground, but Lynch takes the mark at centre half back here for Thomson. So we had to think over 25 minutes. Connect tells the last couple of quarters have gone 27. So Lynch now for Thomson. Goes long down the line here. Followed at the back. Nearly does really well, but Mitchell did well at the end to knock it out of his hands. Back to Follett. Follett goes the middle to Tyquin. Tyquin quickly on the boot. Only one player can go. Love was the only one. He nearly went Knight. Rose it, kicks it long now. Mitchell leading the race to the ball. It's a really bad bounce. Picked up there by Billy McIntosh. Chips it out. Casey Meehan flies. Takes the mark. Bit of love there from Jacka. Not much in it. Umpire said play it on. Let's move. Coming across is Lynch. Couldn't take the mark. Neither could Burke. Probably could have been a free kick there for a hole, but not paid. Charlie Donahue did well, but runs through. Love goes long. At the back. Ball for players fly. Ball hits the deck. Picked up now, well done. Clearing it out. Hodgson out here on his own. He uses the right bounce. He's about to get tackled, and he is. Done well, gets a handball up to Della. Della done well, gets a handball over to Cam. Cam goes over the top to Jacka. Ball sits for him, he's out. The ball doesn't sit for him, but very cleverly tackles it out, tackles out to Kerslake. Kerslake wrapped up by Logan Haberfield, going nowhere. We'll have a ball up. Almost right in front of the commentary box here. 25-26 minutes gone here. Connectel final quarter. There has been 6-7 goals. Kicks up, might go a little bit longer this one. No. Ball in the air, Cam and Warren. Cam just gets a little finger to it, but Warren rows it, wrapped up in a tackle. We'll do it all again. I'll take it, Dale, because you can see it.
No, it's all right. It's ready to go.
So Cam and Warren will do it again. No one really wins it down again, but the ball hits the ground. Well done there by Jacka. Gets a great little handball out. Kick forward now. Again, that lovely shape of our ball bouncing everywhere. Picked up here by Crowley. Crowley goes, Crawley goes short.
You're doing it.
Yeah, I did deliberately. Crawley goes short to Tyquin. Tyquin out wide looking for McNally. Not going to get there. Donahue done really well. Taps over to Cam. That was great play. Chipped in the middle here, finds Knight. Knight, he's wrapped up again. He gets the kick away, but only as far as McNally. So, Kieran McNally now. Almost true centre wing. Gets a bit of an up and under here. Sets a task for his forwards. Flying at the back at the front there was nearly taken. Hoperfield tried to quick kick forward. Spoiled. Ball hits the deck. Wrapped up. The umpire will have no choice, I don't think, but to ball it up. No, he's now paid a free kick.
Both of these sides can play finals. Both of these sides have got to improve their discipline.
So ball out wide to Seligen. Seligen just waltzes across the half-back line. Goes in short. Nice looking little kick there. Finds Donahue. Donahue goes out to Major. Major, true centre wing, far side of the ground. Almost on the boundary line. Just chips it back to Seligen, who I didn't think wanted it to start with, but he's got Cam in the middle, and that's where he goes. Cam's got Maguire next to him, but they're just chipping the ball around now, I think, taking time off the clock. Comfortable lead here now, 35 points the margin. So Cam now plays on. Nice long kick down the line. Players set themselves to fly. Ball hits the deck, falls out the back to Mitchell, and he has gone bang. Logan Mitchell has his first for the day. The 14th now for Thomson. They are 14-14. Inverleigh 8-8. 28 minutes. Connectel final quarter.
Haven't let up, right? And that's how you play football. It's been close, 2-3 goals all day. We think it's going to be a close one. when they get the incentive to go deep into the last quarter, 6 goals, 7 goals. They're going to win by 7 goals, almost 7 goals here.
Yep.
Because they've played all the way to the bell.
Yep.
And Inverleigh just haven't been able to go with them in the last 15, 20 minutes.
Correct.
Back in the
Fire,
middle of the
they've
ground.
tried.
Ball thrown up by the umpire. Cam going, gets the ball down. Played out there. Jacker looks for the handball. Missed the target coming through. Picked up out there. Hannessy had it. Went through his legs. Picked up by Tyquin on the left boot. Goes back into the half-forward line. And reading that nicely will be Maguire. So Maguire will just transfer play far side of the ground out there. Hannessy.
Jeez, he's been
And
good.
I reckon just inside the field of play. Umpire said, yes, that's right. He said, I'm going to slow things down, I think.
Not good ears.
Yep.
Your eyes might not be good, but your ears are good. You can hear everything out there.
I can know what he's thinking. Ball kick long, half forward, mark not taken, over the boundary line we go. We'll have a throw in on the far side. So as I said, Lynch will be here saying just play slow when you need to and play quick when you need to. I think they've got the game sewn up now. Just a little bit of possession football thrown in by the umpire once again. Ruck contest. Cam knocks it forward. Hennessy runs onto it. Goes inside 50 on the left boot. Little short chip up. Knight leads at the ball and takes the mark. So he can go back and look at his second of the afternoon.
What's the Bannockburn North score, Bannockburn?
Bannockburn with 20 points up, mate. I'll tell you in a sec.
They've played 2 in a row now, Thomson. And just on this form, I know it's a different ground. It's
12
different
points.
everything.
12 points the margin.
If Bannockburn or Inverleigh finish 5th, on the last 2 weeks' performances, I don't know if either of those sides can beat Thomson.
No, probably not.
By the way, I've seen the game anyway.
So Knight now from in front of the scoreboard kicks that goal. It's going to land across or go across the face of goal, and it will be pushed through for another minor score. So 14-15 now to Thomson, 8-8 to Inverleigh.
Does anyone know how deep the Geelong Falcons are going to go?
They're on top, aren't they, or something like that?
I'm not too
No,
sure,
I
mate.
don't know.
It's something I don't keep track of. So the ball kicks in. Kick wasn't good that time.
I
and the
bet
mark
you
has
Ronnie
been taken out
Pilgrim's
there.
getting track on it.
Yeah, I know.
He'll know.
Tom Major has taken the mark. I don't reckon Perkins will probably go back into there, but he'll come back into their side, I would think. I'm not too sure how far he's away, though. So the ball goes quickly back into the forward line. Knight's up again. Grozandowski was there also. Comes to ground level. Miles out the back has Cations. It was McIntosh this time. And goes short,
Again.
and he will find Filet. Yes, Filet's got the ball in the back pocket.
He's battled pretty hard, Filet.
Yes, goes hard and goes long, straight down the middle of the ground. I think
there's
that might
a
have been a
free.
free kick for a indiscretion there. Free kick will go to, is it McNally once again? I think it is. So
Yep.
McNally just on the top of the square, goes short
I think we can
Tyquin.
forgive Saligin for that, can't we?
into space. Yes, certainly goes longer outside. That's a better looking kick. Out there was Condy, just couldn't quite get his hands on the ball, and a good spoil there from Saligin once again. The ball goes over, so we'll have a throw in. We've ticked 31 and a half minutes in, and it's 14-15 to Thomson, 8-8 to Inverleigh.
So ball to be thrown back in. Last right's being served here. So Warren and Cam. Ball favours Warren, but neither of them end up getting it. Della grabs the ball out of the off the bounce, and I was going to say out of the air, but that would have been a free kick. So, but have a ball up now between centre wing and half forward. By this, the umpires picked the free kick from 40 metres away in darkening skies, and the free kick is going to go to Casey Million. So Million now looking forward. Goes long. Flying at the back with Snezkov. Couldn't take the mark. Ball hits the deck. Wrapped up tackle there was Cam. We'll have a ball up. Aniki 5 points in front still of Belmont.
I think he's got a bit of a future, hasn't he, young Snezkov?
I think so, mate. Once he finds his feet and gets used to the tempo of senior footy, mate, absolutely.
Good.
So the ball to be thrown up now. So it'll be Cam and Warren. Warren just knocks that one forward towards the Inverleigh goal. It was picked up there again by Sheedy. Sheedy comes out wide to Della. Della nearly trapped it. Done well. Got too high, I think. The umpire's going to pay. Or chopping the arms. I don't think it's too high, but anyway, free kick.
No, I think he did single tie spot.
That's right. I just thought the arms were a bit different there. Anyway, Maxi Della, Mitch's favourite player. Just comes long down the line, the direction there. Players will fly. Groszanovski gets up, punches the ball down. Picked up there by McIntosh. Major can't quite trap it, but Knight can. Just the fend off the old Dusty to Logan Haberfield there, but handballs into Major, wrapped him up straight away was Warren. And there goes the siren.
She's
33 minutes gone. The final score here sees Thomson, well, officially it's 14-14, but us it's 14-15, so 14-14-98. A defeat Inverleigh 8-8-56. Goal kickers, please, Dale.
Yes, for the home side, Thomson, Boyd, Hannessy, both with 3, 2 each to Troop and Hodgson, and 1 to Knight, Mitchell, Donahue and Cam. And for the Inverleigh side, 2 each to Nathan Mays, Dixon and McNally, 1 each to Cations and Meehan. So that's it, Spider. They're 8-14 to the Thomson side. We're going to take a short break, come back, have a look at our 3, 2 and 1 and get some final scores from around the grounds. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
Falcons are second. That's it.